starts at running back. We'll see him. We'll see Gus Edwards. We'll see Justin.
All right, here we are.
Tonight.
We're in. Jackson's got the ball, throws deep in the middle, nice catch. 40-yard line, 36-37 if you're in. Sorry, not late, but I'm in the back.
Did not catch a single pass last week in his 73rd career game. That's a gain of 23.
Jamal Dean almost gets in the way of. He's playing corner here. He sinks in coverage, and I don't think Lamar really sensed or felt him. Look how close that is right there. But a good job getting it right away to his main target, Mark Andrews, as he set out, did not have a catch last week. Great job, first play of the game, saying we're getting 89 involved tonight.
He is their leading receiver from the 43-yard line.
43. Here we go. Jackson's got the ball, throws deep right.
So you don't throw to him at all last week, or he doesn't catch one anyway. He had 2 targets. And they start the game with the first 2 plays going right to number 89.
Well, they know this defense, of course, all eyes are on number 8. So Greg Roman is coming up
Offensive
with a plan
coordinator's
right
in the
now.
box.
Put the ball in the hands of Lamar Jackson. This defense is revved up after the way they played last week. They're back home,
it's not
kind of
too
in a
bad
must-win
at all.
mindset. Flying around with eyes on Lamar. What better way to attack than get the ball out of his hands and throw the football? Kind of break some of the trends.
2nd and 5. They won't go to Andrews this time as he just went to the
All
side.
right, here we go. Lamar's got the ball. Lamar's got the ball. Nice cheeky right, and then he got sacked. But he got the ball out quick on the 40-yard line. 3rd down.
Delaney came in on the blitz from the secondary to make it 3rd down and 8 after a loss of 3.
Like what Todd Bowles told us this week. You know, he calls the defense as a head coach, and he said, you know, we don't want to just have that mush pass rush against Lamar Jackson. We need to be aggressive. We need to attack, and we can attack and still play zone and have eyes on him with the threat and the potential of when he takes off, and he's so dangerous.
So Todd Bowles, he has never in his career faced Jackson. He was with the Jets before Jackson got into the league.
Here we go.
Face him, even though they may have crossed paths one time during
Jackson's
that
got the ball.
schedule,
Jackson's got the
during
ball.
that season, and it's
Throws deep down the middle. Oh, I thought that was
so
intercepted by the Bucks then.
Andrews again, who made 2 grabs on this, and you've got a double team there. Keanu Neal and Levante David break it up. 4th and 9.
Watch Levante David. You get blitz here. Watch how he turns his body. He knows
Jackson's
that
got the
Andrews
ball.
is to his left or right.
Oh,
right
mate.
away, gets his
The
body
Bucks
turned,
defense
anticipating that on
nearly
3rd
read that
down,
before he did.
Lamar's going to dial him up. One of the best cover linebackers in the league, and makes the play there on 3rd down.
Jordan Stout, rookie from Penn State. For so many years, of course, it was Sam Cook who did the punting. Jalen Darden back to receive, close for the fair catch.
Oh, he off his man.
Into him, and the ball is loose at the 6-yard line.
I don't believe it.
So Darden is back there. D. Delaney, the safety who blitzed when Baltimore had the
Why didn't you just leave it?
His own man on what would have been a fair catch, and that sets Baltimore up 1st and goal.
And that's just communication. You know, you've got to be able to communicate. Darden, of course, is locked in on the ball. Delaney just loses where he is.
So Darden's got the ball,
Absolutely
and Delaney's
no
gone straight into his man. He got a bit of a
football
push,
is.
but he went
Hill,
straight
the gunner,
into his
a lot of
man,
credit
and he couldn't even
for working
recover the ball.
downfield like that and
The ball's coming
Delaney
down,
right into
and it's
the
come off the
position where that ball hits him.
Mate, what's that about? That's so bizarre.
And it's a 1st
That's the dumbest thing I've seen yet.
Over the last 3 games for the Ravens, this has been a trouble area. It's scoring touchdowns. And when we talked with Lamar, he emphasized against Brady. They got to get touchdowns down here.
Ravens' 15th takeaway. That is tops in the league. And Jackson gets swallowed up after the fake to Drake. Shaq Barrett is right there to stuff him in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a misread there by Lamar Jackson. That's the man he's reading, and Barrett gives him a tough read because he actually goes out like he's going to take the back, and then he settles and comes underneath. He gave that kind of false feel to Lamar that he might be taking that receiver in motion there, the back, Kenyon Drake, and then collapsed underneath.
The maddest things I've seen yet.
First 12 drives this season, 10 touchdowns. The last 12, only 4. Can they cash in here? 2nd and goal.
Lamar Jackson's got the ball.
To the
5-yard line.
That's James Prochet.
Madness.
Making only his 2nd catch of the season. 3rd and goal for the Ravens.
Todd Bowles with a wrinkle there down in a
That's
tight
so
area,
nuts.
just rushing 3. 8 guys in coverage, everybody's eyes, trying to take away those tight zones there. All eyes on Lamar. Only thing you can do is get rid of it quickly to Prochet. Incidentally, a receiver that they want to get more and more involved.
So bizarre.
In year out of SMU.
So they pushed Delaney back in. You saw that from the sideline. He's praying he can make a play to stop him here. After he ran into the punt returner, it's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
They're going to get a touchdown. Lamar throws deep right. Oh,
broken up.
Comes off of their defense. Wow.
Zion McCollum, who's a rookie out of Sam Houston State. So once again, the Ravens having trouble in recent games in the red zone, and that's the case again here.
Look at the defensive backs communicating.
That's so
See that
weird.
switch release? Neal and the rookie McCollum had to communicate because of what happens initially at the line of scrimmage. Receiver and the tight end switching, and a great job on the back end of that secondary with some inexperience of making that adjustment
That
with
is
the rookie
so weird.
McCollum.
Don't have to tell you, if you follow the game, Justin Tucker may be the best of all
4th and
time.
goal. I'm going for a 22-yard field goal attempt, so it ain't going to be
And
hard, is
extra
it?
points.
Straight in the middle.
Right down Broadway, or right down Dale Mabry anyway, since we're in Tampa, to put him on the board. 4 minutes into the game.
That's so bizarre. What a weird start to Thursday night football. So weird. So he's come up. To start off with, Ravens ain't done too bad. Not too bad at all. And everything's going well. And then they couldn't get over for another first. So they had to punt away. As they punt away, the defense, like the Bucs special teams, what was that? The ball's coming towards him. He's got it air clear. And his man just runs straight into him. I mean, that I find absolutely bizarre. That's the most maddest thing I've seen yet. And then just to top it off, they're at, what, the 10-yard line, then the 5-yard line, and they can't get off the 5-yard line. The Bucs have held them off. Ooh. Mate, it's crazy. But hey ho. It is what it is. Now, we just got to wait. Push on all the adverts and everything, and we should be back in soon as. But it hasn't been a bad start so far. It's been alright. It's been good. Now we just got to wait. I just find it crazy. Amazon Music, hosted by 2 Chainz, Thursday night. Little Baby tonight, midnight ET, 9 p.m. BT. Watch on Prime Video. Oh, we're back.
Bradenton, Sarasota region.
Let's see what the Bucs can do
Skyway.
in Tampa.
Now back to Tampa. 3-0 Baltimore on top. And after the turnover, the takeaway by the Ravens.
Yeah.
They'll kick off again here with Tucker sending it down toward Jalen Darden.
Great opportunity there for Baltimore, but a big stop by Tampa. Stout with the great hang time on that punt. And they get the turnover, but only 3 points.
Now they put Rashad White, a rookie from Arizona State, back at the goal line.
Boom, straight in the middle.
And White will let it bound through the end zone. And that means our first look at the GOAT comes at the 25-yard line.
Brady.
So what numbers do we want to show you with Tom tonight?
37 passes per touchdown would be lowest of his career. 17.7
This team is averaging
career low in first 7 GMs of the season. Flip it now.
Career low in the first 7 games of any season for Tom. Last year they were second in the league in scoring. Now they're 25th. And Julio Jones, who's active tonight and has missed the last 3 games, right into the action.
Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Throws deep left. Oh, good. Oh, nearly intercepted.
Intended there for Cade Otten, rookie tight end out of Washington.
Oh, nearly intercepted. So Brady throws a ball to the left.
Downfield, almost puts him, so he did
and couldn't get to his man. Ravens had it in his hand, and it come out of his hand. So unlucky. That could have been another.
This is an example of what we've been
that could have been an
in
interception.
Weeks, just out of sync, just a little bit here or there. And that time with Humphrey coming off of his guy, his instincts almost led him to an interception.
Brady's got the ball, he's going to hand it off.
Leonard's first carry
run in the middle. Oh, good run.
Is a good one.
Good run.
Still fighting his way for
about
a
a yard or 2
gain. Geno Stone makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yard or 2 to the.
You hear the crowd reacting
first.
because this offense has not been able to run the football, and it's good to see number 7 getting downhill and running north and south where he is so dangerous. And we're going to keep
Bucks
an eye on the
offense,
left guard,
2022.
great block there. There you see it.
Yards carry 3.0.
yards
Both last in
carry,
NFL.
both last in this league.
He had one big game. It
3rd
was
and 1
night in Dallas into triple figures, but since then averaging about 40 yards per game. Their running game has been basically non-existent.
Boom.
3rd and 1.
Brady's got the ball and run in the middle. Played.
And a good start for number 7 as he takes it out to the 39-yard line for a Tampa Bay first down.
They're moving people around right now up front. Shaq Mason that time with a great kick-out block. It opened it up. Watch the right guard here. 69 comes down.
All right, so
Feels
far the
clean.
Bucks.
The linebacker pushes him out.
They're pushing on, pushing
Fournette's
through.
able to get underneath it. The reason that's important if you're a Tampa Bay fan, as we all know, when Brady starts to get that running game going, the play action follows, and they've not been able to do that the last few weeks.
Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Throws in the middle. Nice.
Quickly.
Oh,
that's
perfect.
9-yard gain. This time
2 and 1.
One of the tight ends, Cole Keefe, to make it 2nd down and 1. They're missing, of course, their top tight end, Cameron Brate.
Yep.
And you've got Otten, a rookie. You got Rudolph, another guy who could play, and Keefe, who's a rookie as well out of Minnesota.
Yeah, and he's really known as a blocker. That time just slipped right over the middle of that defense. They blitzed the middle linebacker, opened it up. Of course, Brady sees it quickly, and the ball is out.
Boom. Brady's got the ball. Throws deep in the middle. Oh, brilliant. Oh, and he's gone. Perfect. Gone. 20 yards, 10 yards, 5 yards. Brilliant.
Territory.
It's a good win.
Geno Stone finally forcing him out of bounds. So it was 2nd and 1. Brady throws it over the middle for 44.
Brilliant.
This is an example when they run the football, what happens to these
Brady's
linebackers.
got the ball.
See him hesitate.
Sees good
now
win.
he gets
Straight
his head
down
on
the middle.
swivel,
That's a really good throw. It's a great catch. It was good win.
What's wrong with Brady?
For the Bucks.
What's wrong with his
Perfect
offense?
catch.
Let his offensive line open up some holes and run the football, and then you can get that ball out quickly off play action.
Absolutely
right
perfect.
behind where
Was it
those
on like the
linebackers
8-yard
would be.
line?
Very quickly, which he's been doing all season long.
8-yard line. 1st and goal.
Otten in motion.
Brady's got the ball. They're going for a run in the middle. No,
Fournette
didn't even get
can go
nowhere. Absolutely
Taken down
nowhere.
Back of the line of scrimmage. Devon Kennard making the stop right there. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 10.
This Baltimore defense with a new defensive coordinator, Mike McDonald, who was, of course, at Baltimore from 14 to 20, went to Michigan last year. John Harbaugh's brother, Jim, called the defense. Tonight, he wants to see Kennard and others step up. Al, you mentioned Calais Campbell being out. That is a huge change-up to this game and an advantage for Tampa in the trenches, an area that they've struggled.
Here we go.
Godwin moving, sets up on the wing.
Boom, Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the
Play
ball.
action.
Brady's got the
Brady
ball.
surveying.
Throws deep in the middle, and it's
Swung
good.
back to the end zone. Our
Is that good win again?
question, no.
Evans.
Mike Evans, and there's a flag, our first of the game. So Brady lofting one through a change up to the back of the
I
end
think that
zone,
was
but
out.
Evans could not
I think
stay
his
in.
feet was out.
We'll get the call from Carl Jeffers.
Holding number 24, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
It's on
Oh.
Marcus Peters.
Peters holding
First and
for the
goal.
Ravens. Automatic first down for the
Tied up
Bucks
there with
again.
Mike Evans, who's working across, and after he got locked up with him on the
Where is he?
right
Where is he?
here,
Where is
watch
he?
he's
On the
trying to
right.
get to our left, working across, gets that first step initially
Yeah,
at the line of
settled him a
scrimmage.
bit.
All you can do there if you're Peters is hold on for dear life.
Yeah, a little bit. Right, they're going again.
From the
They're going for a
5,
run in the middle.
Fournette.
They're going for a run. They keep going for a run. Fournette's nearly there.
Gets it to the
Whoa.
1-yard line.
1 yard to go
Great
for Fournette.
looking drive here 4 runs, 3 passes, started at their own 25, second and goal.
Boy, how good is that to see for that run the football like that?
So the last 25 drives for the Bucs, they've been into the end zone once. Second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. We're going to run it in the middle.
Fournette.
Perfect. Fournette straight.
The touchdown.
Fournette ran it.
Went behind the veteran left tackle, Donovan Smith, and they go 75 yards and look sharp doing it.
And Josh Wells comes in to play tight end on the left side. You see him right here. These two just open things up on that left side. I'll tell you, this offensive line, the much maligned offensive line, they've had a lot of injuries.
Straight in the middle.
Drive, that is a heck of a job against this Ravens defense of opening things up and protecting Brady. Looked like a different team from the team we watched last week on their opening drive.
That's Tampa Bay's 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Ryan
kick
Suckup
is good. 7-3.
And with almost 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
It's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So, if you've joined, the Bucs are moving very, very well. Tom Brady's come in. His first snap was an awful one. Couldn't even get it to his man. He threw deep left down the side, and his man couldn't get it. And as it's gone through him, the defense is right there, and he's caught it, and it's just slanted just through his hands. I don't know how he didn't hold that on tight, but that could have been an interception there. And then Brady's moved. So let Fournette do a lot of the runs. Good win. Brilliant. I think he gained like 40-something yards from a great throw to a great catch. And now Fournette ran the ball straight in for a touchdown, straight in the middle. So at the moment, it's going all well. 7-3 to the Bucs. Now let's see what Lamar Jackson can do. They've sent the message. He needs to send a statement. We're still in this. It's not over yet. Other than that, I hope you enjoying your Thursday evenings. It's doing all right. I'll be doing a lot of streams if you've joined and you're new. I've got streams coming through to Sunday. I've got the London game, the Wembley game at 2:30 UK time, and then I've got Sunday off, so I'll be streaming that, and then I'll be streaming the Saints game, and then I'll be streaming, I can't remember, the Giants game, and then there's another game we're streaming. There's 3 games I've got streaming. I won't be streaming the 49ers game because it's on TV and I don't have it. So I will stream it the next day, 24 hours after.
All over that one.
Other than that, let's get back into this game.
Leonard Fournette. First TD in the first quarter of the season for Tampa Bay. So they've been falling behind early. Brady's been known to toss a few of those tablets this season, but he has to be pretty happy with what he sees.
It's like you know, it's a professor that's sitting down and everybody's sitting around listening, and instead of smashing the tablet, he's going over what's working. I'm sure everyone's excited to see that.
Some milestone moments here.
Milestone moments. Lamar
Back in 2001, Lamar was 4 years old when Tom Brady made his first NFL start.
Lamar Jackson 10 years old, football. Tom Brady,
Jackson's
NFL
10
MVP
playing youth
16.
football. Brady had the perfect season,
wow, mate.
which was upended by the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady Super Bowl champion.
Won the Heisman.
2019.
And
first head-to-head matchup. Patriots 20, Ravens 37.
You know about the Super Bowl's
wow.
first head-to-head matchup. We were there. It was a Sunday night game in 2019. It turned out to be Brady's last season there. And they came in, the Pats did 8-0, but you got the feeling that something just wasn't
All right, here we go.
And they were shaky the rest of the year.
Jackson's
Gus
got the
Edwards
ball.
is now the running
Jackson's got
back
the ball,
here.
throws in the middle.
Over the middle, caught at the 29-yard line. Josh Oliver making the grab there, the tight end, second down.
Really love this offense that Greg Roman has built around Lamar Jackson's
They're
skill
doing
set.
all right.
Kind of an outlier in this league. You know, this world of spread and getting out in space. Greg Roman's a throwback. You know, he's going to be in a lot of 2 and 3 tight end looks and running the football and running zone read and power read and taking advantage of Lamar Jackson's skill set and his ability to throw off of that. A lot of play action looks. Puts a lot on a defense to get ready for, especially in a short week.
Boom. Jackson's got the ball. He hands it off in the middle. No, they've gone back.
Right there to stop. Gus Edwards ran into a wall.
Third down.
Shaq Barrett amongst them. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
And it is nice to see Shaq Barrett, who's known mainly as a pass rusher, get involved. This team overall, watch him work inside and watch him use his hands to get off the block of Boyle, who's a very talented and physical blocker. He just got off of that quickness and burst. You know, this Tampa Bay team is tired of hearing about the noise and the critics. You just kind of feel it's an us against the world mentality inside this locker room coming into this game after the last couple weeks.
3rd and 7 now. Justice Hill comes into the game as the 3rd down back.
All right, Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. Oh, he's got stuck. He's coming out the pocket. Oh, he's nearly got caught. He's coming out. And he throws a deep right. Oh, couldn't get to his man. Jackson had to get out of that pocket quick, man. The Bucks were getting in there all over him.
He's been all over the place in the first quarter.
So it's looking from behind Jackson. So Jackson's got the ball. And the Bucks are just coming in. So they come out the pocket. And then defense trying to get him there. So he ran that way. And as he's gone there, tried to throw, but he couldn't get to his man. 4 and 7, and they're punting away. Man, the Bucks defense is doing all right.
Sends it down to Darden.
Boom.
Catches it unimpeded.
Oh, 30.
And Darden.
God, and then he went for a run there. 35-yard line.
Good run back. That was
Flipping out.
53-yard punt.
Well, the Bucks are answering, mate. They ain't going out anytime soon. That's not too bad at all. Right at the moment, ain't going too bad. Not going too bad at all. But the Bucks are doing really well. Jackson's not having a good night. But it's only the beginning of everything, so it's only the first quarter still, so we'll see what happens. It could all turn around. Another 3 quarters left there. Now we've just got to wait. On November 11th. Oh yeah, Black Panther. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Do 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 do. Adverts take too long. Now just taking along with these bloody adverts. Boom. Back in.
Bay on this opening drive after a very difficult week last week. They got the running game going in this first drive, which is big. Leonard Fournette, instead of dancing around trying to find
doing
holes,
well, man.
Getting a push up front, running the ball, and of course with 12, now you set up the play action and the quick decisions and quick throws to a guy like Godwin who can make plays after the catch. They get it inside the 5, and instead of struggling in the red zone the way they have been, they punch it in and get a touchdown.
1st and 10.
Mentioned at the top the word they use, execution, and it was a very well executed first drive.
That looked good.
Peters and Humphrey back there in the secondary. Brady will take the snap from the 37 to
Brady's
start
got the
this
ball,
drive.
hands it off for that.
And this time the Ravens are right there. So Wink Martindale, after a decade on this staff as the defensive coordinator, went to the Giants where he's doing a great job. Mike McDaniel is the new defensive coordinator. He had been on the staff. Then he went last year to Michigan with John's brother Jim and was the defensive coordinator for 1 year there.
Yeah, he has paid his dues. He came up in this system, left to go work at Michigan.
Right, here we go again.
Now
Brady's
he's ready
got
to
the
be the guy here.
ball, throws deep to the right. Oh, and it's good. Open to Goodwin. No, Evans on the 40-yard line.
40-yard line by Chuck Clark.
Perfect.
Again, the eyes of these underneath coverage, playing some zone. He's on the inside, just kind of works
Absolutely
his way
perfect.
across. And all you're asking Brady is just trying to get him behind those linebackers, find that soft spot in the zone in front of the safeties,
They weren't too
behind
off
the
bad
backers,
at all.
and there's the accuracy.
Evans
There's
open,
the
clear,
rhythm,
no one's to it.
There's the continuity in
On the
this Bucs
40-yard
offense.
line.
Tom 3 for his first 4 for 76.
Boom, Brady's got the ball, throws left
Quickly
to Evans.
Godwin.
Oh, Godwin, sorry, I do apologise.
There
Evans, Godwin,
to
and
net
they've
him
made up
9
new numbers. I think they're on the
yards. Takes it
2nd and 1.
To the 31-yard line, 2nd and 1.
Second time they're trying to get the ball to the slot. Just, you know, it's a strength of theirs with Godwin, who, by the way, how impressive is he with coming back from the ACL, 10 months, and he's out of that surgery and able to play and be dangerous. But he's a threat after the catch in the slot, and that's been a trouble spot for this Ravens defense, trying to find the right guy to play that position.
Here we go. Brady's got the ball, hands it off to Fournette. Fournette's pushing. Oh, that's over for a first.
With forward progress, the first down.
No, it is a first. Just over for a first.
3 minutes to go in the quarter. Well, there's the familiar man, but in a very unfamiliar number 4, Jason Pierre-Paul, who has been around now for 13 seasons, and he was here over the last couple, and he was very excited talking to him the other day.
Jason
Coming back and saying, you let me go?
Game
All right.
70 sacks, right?
I got something for you.
Yep.
That's what he was implying.
Oosh. Boom. Brady's got the ball,
Quickly,
throws deep
Godwin,
left.
Same play.
Flip
Gain of
it
8.
out.
Takes it to the 22.
And that time Brady obviously just has the freedom. He even got a hand signal to Godwin after he went in motion. And look, once he sees that he's got this kind of cushion,
Mate,
just fire
he's
it out there,
open,
board the
well
play,
open.
and get the ball out there to Godwin, who's, again, very dangerous. By the way, when you look at their run stats, this is basically a run play in Tampa
Goodwin.
Bay's offense. So the numbers up front when it comes to running the ball, a little distorted when it comes to
Perfect,
how Tampa
absolutely
attacks on
perfect.
that edge and on the perimeter quickly like that.
2nd and 2.
Boom, Brady's got the ball
To the
to the
outside.
right.
That's
Oh,
caught
they've
there.
gone for a run, and they're going
The
at the
one-time
10-yard
Raven
line.
Takes it to the
20
10.
from
I'll
the
tell you something, you know,
10.
Brady's 45 years old. In a couple of games this year, he's looked like he's 55. Now he looks like he's 25.
Fountain of youth, man. How about the quick twitch here, and how quickly he gets the ball out looking like a shortstop. In his old days, I guess he was a catcher in baseball in his old days, but
Perfect.
still he gets the ball out quickly. And again, they're
He's got the
attacking
ball,
that
as soon as he's got
slot
it, throws
area
right.
of
No
this
hesitation.
Ravens
That was very
defense.
quick.
And it's not so much just the
He's building
completion.
up.
It's what the receivers that time, Perriman, are doing after the catch. Make them tackle.
Put the ball at the 10.
Boom,
First
Brady's got
and
the
goal.
ball.
A little behind the receiver,
Evans.
and he pays the price that time. Rashad White, the rookie out of Arizona State, tackle there by A.J. Klein.
Nowhere.
So Brady threw it behind him, and he
Second
pays
down.
the price.
The Ravens said enough of these quick throws. We got to make some tackles. By the way, that's been an area, too many missed tackles. They're 4th in the NFL, and it's kind of been a trouble spot for them. See, now that they're down in the red area, let's see what Julio Jones, maybe Mike Evans and Godwin get so much attention. Julio Jones, who's not been in the lineup, is back. He's off to the
2nd
right
and 12.
in motion here for Brady.
2/3 of the time. Ravens have
Boom,
given
Brady's
up
got
a
the
TD
ball,
inside
throws
the 20.
deep in the
Brady
end zone.
to the
It
end
is
zone,
good.
and just can't get
Oh,
there.
no, it's incomplete. That was
In the
Evans,
corner,
nearly had it.
incomplete. They can
Nearly
get 3rd
had
down
it.
and 12 with a half minute to go in the opening quarter.
Trips there to the field, and just picking
Gutted.
on the rookie Demarion Williams, just trying to find that soft spot right behind that coverage that was a little bit tight on Julio, gave him the window, not able to connect there in the corner.
Bruce Arians had been here. Leftwich was calling the plays. Bowles keeps Leftwich, sends the calls in. It's 3rd down and 12 now.
Right. Evans has got the ball. Brady's got the ball, throws deep in the middle.
Too high. The coverage is good. Intended for Cade Otton, the tight end, and it's 4th down. They'll settle for 3.
It's good tight coverage through the middle of that defense, which has been a problem for the Ravens earlier. But here's Julio Jones against Marcus Peters, a matchup that we want to see. He has some help there with Chuck Clark coming over, but Brady all along trying to get the ball to the rookie Cade Otton, who's taken away by another rookie, Kyle Hamilton, out of Notre Dame.
Suckup is in his 14th season.
They're going for the kick.
31-yard attempt.
31 yards.
Camarda to hold it.
Field goal. And it's
that
good.
Kick is good.
10-3.
26 seconds remaining in the first. Bucks on top. 10-3.
I mean, he's doing all right. Brady's doing all right. It's bizarre. His short plays are doing well better than his big plays. So like he like the routes and routes, like the routes that they play. He's got the ball, throws right, snapped left. Like he's quick. He's quick on like the short plays or the run-offs or anything like that. He's very good. But when it comes to the long plays, he's either too high or just too short. At the moment, he's played two high plays, and not even the offensive, not even the players can just pick it, like get it. Can't even reach for it. Sorry. So it's like, what's going on here? But at the moment, they've got the field goal. 10-3. Not too bad. And now we've just got to wait. Can Lamar Jackson answer? This is the problem. This is long. These adverts are long. If you've joined, welcome. I can't do the put the sound on for the adverts, and I can't show the full game because I'll just pick bands for both. But at the moment, doing all right. Eagles versus Texans next Thursday.
NFL right now, they had a bye week. The Eagles did. They play Pittsburgh as a 10.5-point favorite on Sunday. Yeah. Good chance to go to Houston on Thursday night next week against the Texans as the undefeated team. And if you haven't had enough of Philadelphia and Houston all week long in the other sport, we'll get them on Thursday night. Right?
We're hoping to actually have the World Series in Houston on Tuesday and Wednesday. You said it turns out it's in Philly. But Jalen Hurts, man, has been executing. So fun to watch his offense and what they're doing, believing. So many playmakers with A.J. Brown coming over. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun to see them.
They've got it going. So that's next Thursday night from Houston. Camarda to kick off.
Boom, here we go.
And it bounced through the end zone. So the Ravens, when you have
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, you can do a lot of different things. So the offensive personnel groupings, 2 running backs, 2 or more, 64% of the time. The NFL average is 13%. 3 wides and 1 tight, 9%. Yep. The rest of the league, 62%. So you talk about preparing when you're the defense for a different style.
Yeah.
That's the situation here.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how most defenses now, they prepare for spread attacks, a 4-2-5, a 3-3-5, just getting more defensive backs on the field. That is not the defensive playbook when you get ready for the Ravens in these tight ends, and you throw in Ricard, he's another tight end, even though he's considered a fullback.
And you talk about Jackson, you're talking about
Jackson's
a running
got the
back as well as a
ball,
quarterback.
throws deep in the middle.
Fired, and that's incomplete. Over the
Lucky.
middle intended there for Isaiah Likely. Second down.
Even when I talked with Greg Roman this week, and I was talking about his receivers, and we start to get to the tight ends, talking about some of the personnel, and he goes, well, I'd really look at Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, the rookie. Those are receivers. That's how he looks when he has these formations. Looks at Oliver and Boyle and Ricard as his true blocking tight ends and fullbacks.
Oh, here we go again. Lamar's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. He's got caught, and Jackson's been sacked.
With
Jackson's been sacked.
As he busts through the middle, a guy who always gets double teamed is able to get through.
Yeah, 350 pounds, a veteran, and this is good to see. Boy, he is
Flipping
athletic
out,
with
bro.
those hands and getting away from the rookie Linderbaum, who's got a bright future, but is just overpowered in the middle of that offensive line.
12-yard sack, end of the first quarter.
In the first quarter. Well, the Bucs defense are on point. I know that. Have not let Jackson go. Jackson gets his first sack just at the end of the first quarter. It's crazy. Not too bad. Hasn't been too bad at all. So at the moment, the Bucs are doing well. The Bucs are doing wonders. And the Ravens are hanging on. Now we're just waiting on adverts. Tons and tons of adverts. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is long-winded, these ads. Do-do-do-do-do. Amazon Music Live, performance by Little Baby tonight, 9 p.m.
It's right.
Well,
Until now.
Well, it's good to finally get a touchdown in the first quarter. Obviously, it lifts everybody up, so we just got to keep going.
You told us you'd never played Lamar Jackson in your career. What has he shown you on this field and the few plays you've seen him that you didn't see on film?
Well, he's a lot faster than advertised, so we got to make sure we try to rally everybody to the ball.
here we go. Jackson's got the ball. Throws a little left to 13.
This is Duvernay.
3rd and 22. No, mate, they've gone nowhere.
You know what's interesting, Kirk, is that
Absolutely nowhere.
we talked about the variances and how much they run and how often they line up with two running backs. So this is a team that runs 49% of the time. They've passed it 11 times and run it twice.
So,
I kind of sense that they might try to break some of their tendencies and throw, but they're going to have to get their zone read game going.
not too bad. But the
Jordan
Bucs
Stout.
are on the Ravens big time.
Field
Right.
at the 31.
Bucks got the ball,
Garden.
going for a run.
Gets around the
40,
corner. Nice run back there.
35, 36 yards.
46-yard line.
46
56-yard boot, and we're back.
And
in
Brady's
a
back
half
on
minute.
the field. So there's an effort. So not too bad at all. Mate, the Ravens got to start talking. Got to start talking. Right, we're back in.
Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung, and there is Tom
Brady Sr.,
who's in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's where Tom grew up. Watching his boy in action tonight.
There we go.
Back is Rashad White, the rookie from Arizona State, drafted in the 3rd
Brady's got the
round.
ball, hands
Take a look
off
at
in the
him
middle.
for a 3-yard pickup out to
3
the 48-yard line.
Tom Brady and the Bucs offense giving the Ravens some of their own medicine. You know, we've seen Josh Wells, the backup tackle who's coming off the field now, lined up there as a tight end. We saw it in the red zone. Now here it's essentially going with their own 13 personnel, 1 back and 3 tight ends, trying to get a little push, trying to help this running game that has been spot on, especially in
Bucks are pushing them,
comparison
though. That's the thing.
where it's
The
been
Bucks
in
are doing
recent
all
weeks.
right. Here we go. Brady's got the ball, hands it off in the middle
Right
again.
again.
To Evans.
And he gets
2
the
3
ball
yard gain.
just across the 50-yard line. Broderick Washington makes the tackle there. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Bucks.
Can't emphasize it enough with Calais Campbell out with an illness. The onus falls on the guys like Broderick Washington, Travis Jones, Brent Urban, Matabike. This defensive line, still a lot of talent, but they're going to have to start to get through some of these gaps and start to try to disrupt the timing of this running
On
game.
the 50-yard line. Boom. Brady's got the ball. Quick
Pass
throw.
is not caught
Oh.
by Godwin, who had reached the line to gain and broken up by Geno Stone. 4th down.
Ooh.
You know, Geno Stone has had to step
4.
in with Marcus Williams out, but this guy's a playmaker. Look how he sells the cushion. Hey, Tom, you got it. You want the 1st down, you got it, and then immediately takes it away. I mean, that
Yeah,
is a
very
great play
quick.
of baiting. Hey, Godwin, he's been hurting us with these quick throws. Give it to him on 3rd down, and he eliminates it with that hit
Very,
right
very quick.
when he had to, and the ball gets into the hands of
And now they've
Godwin.
got to punt it away.
Camarda now to
Boosh.
punt.
4 from
Duvernay
4. And
drifts
they
over
punted
to the
it.
sideline and lets it
Oh.
bounce, hoping it would go into the end zone, but it doesn't. It backs up,
It
and that
backs
will
up
pin
at the
them
11-yard
deep
line.
early in the 2nd quarter.
Wow. 3rd and 10. 12 minutes 44 to go. I mean, it's pretty nutty so far, but it's all good. It's still a slow game. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. But it's been all right. Like I said, the Bucks, they've been pushing on as they do. And I've had no problems whatsoever. If you're watching this, welcome. As you can see above my head, you'll see the scores. And yeah, you'll hear some of the commentary, you hear my commentary as well. And I'll be doing a lot of streams. I've been doing a lot of streams for a good couple of years. And I do it for purposely entertainment. You can see the game, scores, you can hear their background, you can hear my voice. At least you get a bit of everything. But at the moment, all good so far. The Bucks are doing well, which is a shocker. And yeah, at home, all going their way so far, so good. Not too bad at all. Should be back in soon. Boom, back.
His ground game, rushing attack since 2018, entering tonight.
12,381 rush yards, most at NFL. 2,389 more players than the second place Titans.
Couple of thousand more than
That's the Ravens.
Titans,
NFL history, one of 3 teams with 2,000 plus rush yards, more than any other team.
More than any other team. The Bears back in the late 30s, early 40s, and then the 39 through 43, the only other team. And that has been John Harbaugh. They went out and they drafted
John Harbaugh.
Lamar Jackson.
Jim Harbaugh.
Took a chance on him. 5th quarterback drafted in the first round.
All right, here we go. First and 10.
Back in 18, changed everything, and they built the offense around
on
him.
the 5-yard line. Christ knows they're going to get up this. If they can get up this, that'll be unreal. Jackson's got the ball.
And they give it to Edwards, and he
that's gone nowhere. Oh, he's come out. He's come out. Over for a first. How is that possible?
And then does and turns what would have been a 2-yard loss into a gain.
How is that poss?
So,
of course, you can't see the game, so I'm going to show you that. So they're behind Jackson. The guys behind him take the ball, he's going to go for a run. He got caught, but he slid out of the Bucks' hands, and they've gone for a run on the right sideline. Perfect. How he snuck out? I've got no idea.
So they finally get a
Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. Sacked.
Far enough. And that is Shaquille Barrett having a big first half.
Now this is one way to make it easy on one of the better pass rushers in the league, left tackle Stanley. Watch, he pulls away from Barrett.
Bucks is Barrett
defense.
He's just ran straight into Jackson. Jackson's tried to get out the pocket, but no, mate. Once Barrett was in and someone else was in, that's 2 sacks Jackson's taken in.
With Lamar Jackson and the left tackle Ronnie Stanley, who's one of the more experienced linemen you'll see.
What's going on? 2 sacks.
Couple of sacks for the Bucks. That's the 3rd of the year for Barrett. Kenyon Drake is in the backfield here.
Jackson's got the ball, throws in the middle.
And then caught up at the 21-yard line, so they go to Andrews.
Not too bad at all. 3rd down.
Offensive plays. And with a bonky knee, he came off after those first 2 catches, and he has to come off here again. 3rd down.
Keep an eye on that. But Todd Bowles is, without a doubt, coming after Lamar Jackson. That's the plan, and they are known for their blitzing. They blitz as much as about anybody in this league. But another 3rd down and long for
3rd and 7.
The Ravens offense.
Ravens got to keep pushing it up. Jackson's
Here
got the ball.
Come.
Throws deep right. Good. Straight over for a first.
Inbounds there by
to Robinson.
The
Fair play.
Kansas City Chief, and they pick up the first on a 9-yard gain.
Now he shows press on the far right. Now he looks like he's going to play man, and they're going to press him. And then he does press Bale. He just gets out, gives him a soft cushion. Great job of recognizing that on 3rd down.
Perfect.
Lamar Jackson says
30-yard line. Jackson's got the ball. Nice deep right on the sides. Oh, to Robinson. He nearly got out, but he got tackled by 2 defensive players.
For DeMarcus and a pickup of 6.
Greg Roman sticking to his guns. You know, everybody flipped this game on tonight. Thought Lamar Jackson and Gus Edwards, the zone read, the power read, and the quarterback counter would be on display. And there we go. 18 plays, 15 passes so far. Don't worry.
Go figure.
The run is coming. It's eventually coming.
As we mentioned, they run 49% of the time.
Jackson's got the ball and off in the middle. Oh, no, Jackson's got the ball. He's handing it himself. And he's gone for another first on the 40-yard line.
He's taken down there. White and Dean are there. First down.
And that's the bread and butter. You know, they average 8 yards on these zone
So Jackson did a fake play and ran the ball
Lamar
himself.
Jackson has the ability to give or to keep it himself. Barrett came down. That was his read. And once he came down, pretty easy for Lamar to get outside of that.
Here we go. Jackson's got the ball.
5 again.
Throws left. Good catch.
Short flip. Caught there by James Prochet, who
went second and
having caught 1 pass
5, second
all season
6.
long, and now he has 2 grabs tonight.
Good job of recognizing D. Delaney sneaking up there across from Prochet.
Second and 6.
And blitzing. And it's just kind of a hot, just get the ball out of your hands quickly by Lamar Jackson. with that blitz across from his receiver, just replaces it with a nice, easy throw.
Well, 2nd and 4,
Gets
sorry.
soft
Wasn't it? It was
coverage
2nd and 6.
behind that blitz.
Andrews still on the sideline. 2nd and 4.
Boom. Jackson's got the ball. They handed it off in the middle.
Played for the
Right up
first
2 or
time
3 yards.
since 2020. Last week looked good. Gained 66 yards in their victory over Cleveland. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Nunez Roches, a great play there. Head up on the nose again against the rookie center Linderbaum, and gets off of his block using those hands and be able to make this play right in the middle. Linderbaum has his hands full tonight. Gets off of that right there, makes the play.
Fair play.
Rookie
50-yard
center,
line.
first-round pick out of
Jackson
Iowa.
hands off in the middle.
Edwards.
Gone for a first.
And he'll
Perfect.
move to 6.
Here we go.
Taking
They're
the ball
making it up
into
now. This is
Buccaneer
it.
territory
They're going
with
for their little
under
runs.
8 to play in the first half.
They keep
Now,
throwing.
this
It's
is
not
starting
going
to
good
feel
enough.
like
But, you know,
Ravens football. Some quick
keep
game,
running.
motion, try to affect the eyes of these linebackers. Good job by Edwards going to the right, able to cut back,
Perfect.
just following the instincts, running the grass. They mix in a little bit of tempo, change the tempo, balls out of the hands when they are throwing quickly, and then mix in some of that read game where you can give it or keep it yourself.
So Andrews
Right.
with that knee.
Jackson's got the ball.
Can't get
Little
back in
throw
yet.
to the right.
Drake picks up a couple.
And there's a flag in
and
the
a
field as
flag
well.
is thrown. Only the 2nd one of the first half.
Why is there a flag on the field?
Carl Jeffers warming up
Holding.
his larynx.
Pass interference.
Yeah.
Pass interference, number 3. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's on
Ooh.
Crochet.
Pass interference.
I think Prochet thought the ball might be out a little bit quicker. He starts to block downfield against D. Delaney. There he is right there. Actually, it looks like he's on Dean. Now it is D. Delaney's. And then he just, ball got out a little bit later than he anticipated. He's downfield about 10 yards blocking.
1st and
So
20.
it was a first down play, which takes them
Flip
back to make
it
it
now.
1st down and 20 from their 44-yard line. And all kinds of action up front. Golston was the man who came across for Tampa Bay. Was he induced? Fairly lengthy discussion here.
What's going on?
Possibly respotting the ball.
What's going on?
Well, this game has been so beautifully and
The officials have stopped the game, but no one knows what's going on.
Now they're saying they had it right. There is Deshaun Jackson, who right now is not active,
Please
but they picked him
set
up.
the game clock to 7:20. 7:20, please.
For the moment, he's on the practice squad. There was some possibility earlier in the week that maybe he'd be ready tonight, but they've got a week and a half off, so maybe when they come back, he will be.
Talked to some of the coaches on the field prior to the game. George
So
Garcia said,
reset
you know,
clock.
does he still have it? He raised his eyebrows and said, it's incredible. So look forward
Here
to
we
seeing
go.
him eventually being active.
Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. Throws to the
Pass to the
left.
outside is caught at the
To Robinson.
48-yard line by DeMarcus Robinson. Kaylee, what you got?
Al, we saw Jackson working up a sweat pregame. He told me he never stopped working out in the offseason, but he said that's not the same as being a part of OTAs and training camp with a team. He said for the last 2 weeks he's been doing extra conditioning. He assured me his wind is good. He also noted that this is the first for him, playing with a run-first team. He said, me being a big play threat, I'm interested to see how teams will play.
Jackson's
It'll
got
be
the ball.
36
Jackson's
in
got the
December.
ball. Oh, he's
Meanwhile,
going to get sacked.
Jackson-
Oh, he's come out. Oh, he's going to get no. He's
In a
come out
video
again.
game.
And the Bucks are all over him.
Rolling
He's running
inside
back, and he had to
30
throw out of
and
bounds.
into the
He had
first row
to.
of the stands.
Jesus, how the hell is he not
They're gonna-
sacked?
They're definitely going to get grounding here, and the flag comes out.
And there's a flag.
10 Intentional grounding. Number 8, offense. Probably placed at the spot of the foul. Loss of down, 3rd down.
Put in our
Jackson, intentional
box
grounding.
graphic
Oh,
here. You can see in
oh,
the
so there's
pocket.
lines on the floor.
I mean, he just starts to run for his life. I mean, it's amazing. Again, this is Lamar Jackson. He keeps the play alive. Now he's going to go to our left, and then he just throws it. And he threw it about, I don't know, 10 or 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's only the third
Third and
intentional grounding
36.
call against him in his career.
How the hell is this guy going to go for third and
So something
36?
That happens very infrequently there, but it's
Jackson's got the ball
and
and off in the middle. Oh, wow.
And Justice Hill picks up a few.
4th down.
Setting up 4th and a mile.
No, forget it.
Well, they've either had bad field position or they've hurt themselves with penalties, but they've been facing a lot of
Oh,
third
the
down
Ravens
and longs.
players come off
and I
the
thought at the very
field.
least, well, there's a look at their best receiver, Mark Andrews, the big tight end.
They're going to say it's a shoulder. He's been bothered by a knee. Knight
Injury
started out so
update.
promisingly with 2
Tight end
catches on the first 2
Andrews,
plays,
shoulder
scored 3
questionable.
overall.
Ooh.
But back to the locker room he goes. Stout now
All right.
with his 4th punt of
Ravens
the night,
kick.
and a fair catch called
Bucks
for.
have got.
And made with some acrobatics by Jalen Darden inside the 15-yard
And here
line.
comes Brady in the game.
51 yards.
5 minutes, 47 seconds are left. 10-3 still. It's been a bit of an all-right game. It hasn't been too bad at all. It's been a bit janky here and there. But other than that, it hasn't been bad at all. It's been slow. Yes, it has been slow. But the Ravens just can't get a touchdown. Now it's just waiting. Waiting. Oh, we're back in. Yep.
Tom Brady, Ben, as if you need
Professor
more
Tom Brady records
statistical
as starting
information.
quarterback.
246
246 wins, 77 losses.
His record as a starting quarterback, 169 games over 500. You take a look at 169 or more as a starter. Manning, Favre, Breeze, pretty good quarterbacks. Of course, Tom has been very much in the news. There was 40 days and 40 nights of retirement, came out of it. He's trying to straddle his personal life and his football life. He's been in the fishbowl his entire career and life, basically. And I said to him yesterday, is this a little bit different? He used the word intense.
He did.
It is different.
He did, and I think the one thing that we've all learned to do, you never, I don't care he's 45, I don't care they've looked as bad as they've looked. We said in the pregame, you never count him out.
Right,
despite
Brady's handed it off in the middle.
intensity and everything
Ain't
that's
got
going on and off the field. He's always come up with an answer. You know, he's always been able to put the pieces back together. I think he likes the challenge of it. I think he has the team this year that can still have a very, very successful year.
Well, everybody wants to play armchair psychiatrist, right? So he misses 11 days in training camp. He goes to Robert Kraft's wedding and misses a walkthrough and goes to Pittsburgh and they lose the game. Everybody's saying he's distracted. Might be, but I tell you what, the competitive juices in him
Brady's got
flow
the ball.
like almost nobody I've ever seen.
Brady's got the
Second down
ball,
and 8.
throws deep,
Brady
left,
going
and
deep
it's
downfield.
good.
Evans
Oh, it's
can't
not.
hold
He
on.
couldn't catch it.
Incomplete. Got Humphrey back there.
Who was it?
Covering on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8.
And I think all of us who have followed him all these years and been around him, that's the thing you appreciate and respect the most. Is it 45 or 25?
Evans
How
couldn't
competitive
grab
he
the
is
ball.
every single
So Evans
day,
ran
not
down the
just on game
sideline.
day. Evans put that left hand up because he gets separation there from Humphrey.
Oh,
but give
couldn't grab
credit
it.
to Humphrey for
Did he
catching
get it?
up. I think
Oh, he
Evans
went through his
wanted the
hands.
ball
Couldn't even grab it in
earlier
time.
to have a chance to
Unlucky.
run away
That's a
from
perfect
Humphrey, but he's
throw.
able to get his hands on that ball.
3rd and 8. 5 minutes to halftime.
Brady's got the ball.
Stepping up in the
Throws
pocket. Fires
deep
low.
right. Hit the ground
One
before he
hopper
could get his
is
man.
incomplete, so it's 4th and 8. And Tom right now is 7 of 13 for 102 yards.
Pretty tight coverage that time. Yeah, Mike McDonald is playing more zone this year than we've seen from the Ravens defense in the past, and that time he had 2 defenders, Humphrey and Queen, able to squeeze Godwin on that play.
This is Camarda's 2nd punt.
So they pump back. Ravens got the ball. They're going for a run. 40-yard line. On the 40-yard line. Pushed him back.
Can't get away.
Do you want the 35?
Tackle back to his own 38 with 4:48.
Right at the moment, it has been a slow second half. I know that much. I mean, Brady to Evans was a great throw, but unlucky he couldn't catch it, and that would have been great. But hey ho, here's what it is.
Tampa, where Bucks tackle Tristan Riffs and
So
Ravens
Ravens
center
are
Tyler
now back
Linderbaum
on.
face each other again. These guys grew up 10 miles apart in Iowa and competed in every sport they played: football, baseball, track, and wrestling. Riffs told me he owned the matchup, beating Linderbaum in their first 6 meetings, but in their final meeting, Linderbaum finally got the takedown. You can see how much it meant to him. These two fierce competitors then became close friends while on the O-line together at Iowa.
It figures in Iowa, which of course is a bastion of wrestling. Go back to the great Dan Gable years and years ago.
I was on the field with both those guys when they were visiting. We were talking about their days at Iowa and asked them if they could wrestle in college if they didn't play football. And they both said they probably could.
All right. Jackson's got the ball. Cheeky left.
To the near side here, and a very short gain for Kenyon Drake.
Too bad.
Here's a look at what they've gone up against tonight, especially for the rookie Linderbaum, who's gone up against some big men. Vita Vea, who's able to push through and come up with a sack. Works on the other side, has experience. Boy, he is technically about as sound of an offensive lineman as you'll find in the NFL. Now in his third year.
The Bucks ain't got bad, you know. They've got a decent team. All right, Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. He throws deep in the middle. All good. On the 50-yard line. And it's for a
first down there for Isaiah Likely, the rookie out of Coastal Carolina, 4th-round pick.
So Todd Bowles continues to bring the pressure. And the only thing is Lavonte David just a little bit late. And then you get separation. Mentioned Likely, even though he's listed as a tight end, has great wide receiver skills. Rookie Coastal Carolina, where he caught the ball 59 times, almost 1,000 yards receiving. So very accustomed to running routes and getting open.
All right, Jackson's got the ball. Throws deep right, and it's a lucky catch.
Intended for Bateman. First time they have looked his way tonight. The #1 pick out of Minnesota last year. 2nd and 10.
This secondary has 4 contributors out, including a couple of corners that would be playing. Carlton Davis, a starter, Murphy Bunning. So they're going after the 4th corner, the rookie, Zylan McCollum, who we've seen tonight. They've been pretty good. Now, he's known for his speed. He's one of these guys that goes to the combine from a smaller school and shows out, and really got that opportunity running a 4.3 at that combine.
Here we go again. 2nd and 10. On the 43-yard line. Jackson goes right.
Pass caught,
perfect.
And that will move the sticks. DeMarcus Robinson having a nice first half here. You know, wondering, you just mentioned with the injuries to that secondary, maybe that's why the Ravens started out that way, to say, hey, you know what, we're going to throw it more than run it.
Yeah, when you got some young people back there, I don't think Greg Roman, he's going to obviously mix in the run, but he wants to test his secondary.
Jackson's got the ball, throws to the right. To Robinson. Oh, he's gone. Oh, got pushed out of bounds, but he's gone over for a first.
Take the ball all the way down to the 17, breaking away from Zion McCollum.
Really
first down
good.
With 3 minutes to go to the half.
3 minutes to go
Much
as
like
well.
Brady, it's quick throws from Lamar Jackson. Greg Roman, you see it 2 or 3 series, you start to see, okay, Todd Bowles is going to dial it up, just like the scouting report says. And my answer to that is get my guy the ball out of his hands quickly and just try to find the matchup to our advantage. And right now, that's against a rookie, McCollum.
5 plays on this drive, all passes.
Boom. Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. He's going to get swallowed up. He's coming out. A long ass throw to the right. Way out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd down with 2:25 left.
Not a good throw.
See, that time they don't bring the pressure, but they spy him with Devin White just in case he takes off and wants to use his feet. Keep in mind now,
It's been a janky game.
You don't have your top target, Mark Andrews.
The first quarter's been all right.
See White right here. They're not bringing the pressure.
Right, Bucks pushed.
Just trying to keep him
second
in the
quarter,
pocket.
no one's pushing.
Eyes on him.
The defense for the Bucks is doing really
Devin
well.
White waiting on him, so he just has to throw it away. But again, your top target, Mark Andrews, not here right now. He's in the locker room. How do they execute? Who can step up down here?
Right. Jackson's got the ball.
Low that time.
Oh, my days.
Robinson's way once again. He's already caught 5 tonight. Makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Ravens.
Lamar, as soon as he threw it, he knew. He'd been bent over in frustration. In trying to hurry, he short arms to throw and ends up well short of his intended receiver, Robinson. See, he says, that one's on me.
Two minutes 22.
Likely he's going to have to step up now for Mark Andrews.
Jackson's got the ball, throws in the middle.
Fired over the middle and caught at the 10-yard line. And that time it is likely they go to it again, but he's about 3 yards shy of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and 3. And they can take this down to the 2-minute warning, which they will do. 2 minutes to halftime. Tampa Bay 10.
Well, it's been boring, and I think maybe the Ravens just goes for it. I mean, you've got 2 minutes left. I think the ball's on their side. If they just keep running, they'll be all right. But if they just, you know, or it's just going to be bizarre. It has been a bit janky, I'm not going to lie. But it's been all right so far. I mean, it's just bizarre. I thought either one of them was going to push, and none of them was going to push. I mean, the first quarter, Jackson tried to, Jackson and the Ravens tried to push, and then they got up to for a field goal attempt, and it looked like they couldn't do it. They couldn't push quickly enough, and the Bucks come out of nowhere and bang. I've done better. Way better. And that's it. Included with Prime. Amazon Prime Video. But that's been a boring second quarter, I have to admit. Boom, we're back.
It's 4th down and 2. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Jackson went over to talk to Harbaugh, similar to what happened last year in the Kansas City Sunday night game.
He's telling Justin Tucker, no. Get off the field. We're going for this.
Yep.
I remember your game last year. Remember Coach Harbaugh, he looks over, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
There you go, 4th and 2, they're going for it.
Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. Chance of converting.
Chance to
Slightly
convert
more
4th
running
and
it.
2. Run 53%, pass 49%.
What quarterback
Well,
ever said send the field
let's go
goal?
for it, man. They're coming up with 2-minute warning. Let's go for it, innit? Here we go.
They bring Drake back into the backfield. Could be just trying to draw him offside. The play clock is down to 5. Nope.
Jackson's got the
They're going
ball.
for it.
Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. Throws in the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. And the Bucks defense is straight over Robinson.
For DeMarcus Robinson. So they pass up the 3, trying to get the 7, and still trail by 7.
Well, he wanted to get the ball to Prochet right here. Well, the underneath, that's his initial read. Watch him look right here. He wants to make this throw. See his arm cocked, but Neal takes it away. And then he has to kind of create after that, puts the ball, kind of floats it in the air, which allows Dean to be able to break on the football.
And the
Mate, the
Buccaneers
Bucks
say thank you
defense
very
at
much.
home,
They'll take
doing all
over,
right,
and
you
they
know.
will get the second half kickoff as well. Brady back to work from the 10.
Ravens ain't doing too bad. It's getting it in the end zone. They just can't do it.
Quick.
Bucks have gone for a run.
8-yard gain. Scotty Miller makes his first grab of the night on his first target.
Interesting adjustment over the last few series, which has helped Mike McDonald's defense, putting Marlon Humphrey on the slot. Godwin, which has been hurting them earlier in the game.
Brady's got the ball.
The half.
Oh, he's bounced off the helmet and he's gone on the floor and it was recovered. Nah,
Setting up
not
what
recovered.
will
It
be
hit the floor
3rd down
before it
and
was
2
recovered.
for
3rd
the
and 2.
Bucks.
This ain't going to go nowhere. This will be boring as.
All 3 timeouts.
Absolutely boring. Oh, yeah,
Pushed
and all
that
3's got
time by
timeouts as
Robert
well.
Washington can't get to Brady, but he gets that right hand up to knock
Brady
it down.
threw it to a defensive player.
And now a timeout is taken here. Taken by the Ravens. So we can
First
tell you
timeout for the
coming up
Ravens.
on the Mercedes-Benz halftime show.
Mercedes-Benz halftime show. Bucks defense. Well, I mean, this is mad boring. I don't know what it is. It's like the first quarter they try to give it their all, and they've done what they can, and that's it. Right, back in again. 3rd and 2. 1 minute 31 seconds on the clock. Can Tom get a touchdown before? Mate, if he gets a touchdown, forget it. Brady, long arse throw to the right. Oh, it was caught. It was caught by Evans over 2 defensive Ravens.
So Tom goes long on a 3rd and 2, and they're out near midfield.
Brilliant.
He gets pressure too. Literally, as he throws this ball,
Williams
pressure
and Peters.
Coverage by the
Oh, and
Williams.
Stone. Williams, Peters, Stone. 3 defensive
right
players.
Ooh.
Yeah, close.
That
very
low
close
hit.
Yep.
And Evans grabbed it between 3 people.
Gain.
Brady's got the ball.
Fournette up
Throw
to
it
the
to
50-yard
Fournette.
line.
And they've made up 5-6 yards.
2nd down.
Matabike would have gotten a personal foul, add 15 yards onto that.
Yep. Only time Brady ever got
2nd and 5.
hurt was on a
Brady's
like
got the ball.
Back in 2000.
Oh.
This time Tom
And
gets
got
sacked.
sacked.
And by the way, that is sort of a historic sack here, because it's the first time he goes down tonight. He is now, and we'll tell you, well, stick around. We're back in 30 seconds, and I'll reveal it for you.
Right, 32nd, Dad. So, Brady, I say it was boring. I said the game was boring, and then Brady comes up with a brilliant throw to Evans between 3 defensive Ravens players that couldn't catch the ball between them, and Evans for the Bucks caught it. That pushed out the 40-yard line. Brilliant. Keep pushing. Can't stop there. Keep pushing. They seem so janky. It seems like, oh, right. And then they play the game, do it.
So it's going to be 3rd and 14. So
And then once they're done,
Aaron Judge moved Roger Maris aside.
back again. It's like,
Tom Brady is on his way to moving Ben Roethlisberger aside.
Most
Two
times
have now
sacked
been sacked.
Roethlisberger, 554. Brady, 554.
For the most in NFL
Oh,
history.
That's what
man.
happens when you play for
Yes,
ever.
100 years. 3rd down and 14.
Right, Brady's got the
Blitz
ball.
coming. Picked up
Throws
nicely.
deep
Brady,
right.
though,
Oh, he got
can't
sacked
find anybody
again.
open, and down he goes again. So Justin Houston, been in the league 12 years, long time with KC, and Tom Brady now
Unbelievable, been
owns the record
sacked
by himself.
twice.
So Ben has
There
to
it
truly
is.
move over.
It is over. Houston comes from here and gets home, but it's the coverage downfield. See Evans working on the right against Peters. He's taken away. The crosser's taken away. Nobody to check it down to. And a big fella out of Georgia
mate.
in his 12th year. Back-to-back
I just
sacks.
ran
This time,
past him.
He credits the coverage downfield. And as I said, give Mike McDonald and this Ravens defense a lot of credit for the way they've settled into this game after that opening drive.
And
4
Justin
and
Houston
21.
has 6 sacks in 5 games.
56 seconds to go.
Camarda into punt. 56 seconds. And the Ravens, after taking a timeout, will have 1 when they get the ball.
Boom.
Duvernay backing
They
up.
kick it. Ravens have got it. That 5-yard line. They're going for a run.
6.
10.
Tripped up at the
12,
13.
13 yards. What the flip.
By White. Okay, so next Thursday night, a week from tonight, on to Houston.
Eagles and Texans next week. Thursday night football. I might do it.
Eagles, right now undefeated.
I might
playing
stream it. I
Pittsburgh,
might
trying to
not.
stay
Not
that
too
way
sure
on
what I'm doing on the
Sunday.
next day.
Go down to Houston
But I'll
to
keep
beat
that in mind.
the Texans.
We've been talking so much about Philly,
Eagles
and
at
rightfully
the
so.
Texans.
And
Thursday
the guy that
night
you and I saw
football.
in
Prime
preseason,
video.
Dameon Pierce, definitely throwing his hat in the ring for a Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, possibly.
Texans hanging in there in a lot of games too.
Yeah, they
The
are.
record's not great, but hanging in.
Philly, Houston, World Series. Who do you got? Sounds like an NLCS to me still.
I've never bet in my life.
What? I mean, who do you? Philly's got a little vibe about him.
Tell you on the way back tonight.
Okay.
Here we go.
From the 13-yard line.
13 yards. Jackson's got the ball. Throws the cheeky left.
It out here. Getting out of
Enough
bounds.
made
Stopping the
that.
clock is Kenyon Drake. Short
6
gain
yards.
there. 41 seconds left. 2nd down.
An interesting decision here. Backed up, haven't had great field position. They still want to go after this secondary with a lot of new faces. Thought they might just work the clock and get out of here and make their adjustments to get ready for the second half. But they're still
2nd and
believing
7.
Lamar. And remember, they got the best kicker that maybe has ever played the game.
Get a touchdown. Go on, just do it. Even it out. Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball. He's running backwards. Throws. Oh, perfect. Good catch. Straight for a first. And they got caught up on the 30-yard line.
So he's had a nice half with 3 catches.
The line, Jackson ran backwards and through it. And they still go over a first. Fair play.
And he has some really good
30 seconds left. Timeout. Final timeout by the Ravens.
Very active in his college career. Whether it's zone or man, he seems
so
to just
2
have
left
a
for the
knack for
Bucs.
getting open. This time
all
it was
done,
more of a
timed
zone,
out for the
he knows that his quarterback
Ravens.
is scrambling, so he just starts to kind of feel the coverage and just kind of work around, get around Devin White, try to get his hands up, let him know, hey, I'm here, I'm here. He was able to pick up that first down. With Lamar back there, you're always potentially in play. The play, it seems like it's never over.
Half a minute. No timeouts for the
30
Ravens.
seconds, 30 yards. Ravens got the ball.
Rush.
Ravens got the ball. Throws
Jackson
deep in the middle.
throws.
Oh, didn't get there, but there's a flag on the field.
It's like Zeitler got his hands up into the face.
Personal foul, face mask, number 9, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Joe Tryon.
Wow,
Inca.
defense face mask.
Move him ever closer to, you got Justin Tucker, 65 is in play.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
even 70. We
Blatantly.
saw him pregame.
You're stupid.
Good call here. See his 3 fingers into the face mask, but an incompletion and a 15-yard gain, and now you try to get quick. You got 25 seconds, get a completion, spot to fire the ball, and maybe get a shot here.
Tucker, the man who kicked a 66-yarder at Detroit last
Okay,
year.
Jackson's got the
Pressure
ball, throws in the middle
Jackson
again. Caught.
throws. Leaping catch made, 43-yard line. That's Prochet.
Oh, and they're going for it.
Jackson coming
They're
up
going
to
for it quick time. It's sticking
spike
out. They're going for
if
it.
he can. But now you're looking at a 61-yard attempt, and Jackson wasn't sure what to do at that point, and then he comes up and he looked at the bench and
8 seconds.
Yeah,
to spike it.
And this is exactly what they wanted to do. This is pregame, and that's from 70. I mean, it's good from 71. Look at this. His own 40. So,
well, not too many kickers go to the Hall of Fame, but he will. Going out on a limb.
I think you're good there. It's coming out again.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Jackson's got the ball. Throws a nice
And that's
deep
the only way
right.
they can stop the clock with 4 seconds. You have Morton Anderson is in the Hall of Fame. Jan Stenerud.
And they're going for a field goal to make it
I was
6-10.
just about
Justin
to, is it
Tucker.
2?
11th season
2.
of the Ravens, made 74% of field goal attempts from
Terry, I
50
think
plus
Adams is going to
yards.
be ready to
NFL average since
That'll be-
have a
2012.
chance.
64%.
I would think. This guy's got a long way to go in his career.
4 seconds
So a
just to end it.
61-yard attempt. Jordan Stout to hold it. For years it's been Sam Cook, but he's retired. So now you got the rookie holding it.
Here we go. And the kick from 61 yards
2 for 6,
is
60 plus in his career. Now 2 for 7 because it's blocked. And
Well,
that
it
will
got
take
blocked
us
away.
to the break
boring.
on Thursday Night Football
How
with the
mad's
score.
that? It got blocked
Tampa Bay
by
Bucs
O'Connor.
10, the Baltimore Ravens 3.
So he's
Under
kicked
the
it.
block right
Oh.
here. Getting a hand up, one of the Bucs to knock it down. Mercedes-Benz halftime show coming up right after the break.
How mad's that? That's the most maddest thing I've seen. So, it's ended. 10-3. Ravens blocked kick. They went for it. Was it a 61 or 51-yard field goal attempt? Smacked it, and the Bucs defense were all over this game. But it is a slow-ass bleeding game. I'm not going to lie. The first quarter, okay. Ravens were trying to go for touchdowns, but they can only go for a field goal. And then Brady and the Bucs moved it quicker up the field near the end zone. and Fournette ran it in for the touchdown. So they've had a touchdown and a field goal. But my God, man. Seriously. Second quarter's been janky. Both offensively have done very good, but not great, but they've done very good. And defensively, both played really good. It's been equal. It's been 50-50. It's been 80-20 to the Bucs in the first quarter. 50-50 here. In the second quarter. God knows what the third and fourth is going to be. Not a clue. But I hope it's better than what I'm watching now. Because it's a bloody nightmare. But now I've just got to wait on the halftime show. But I don't record the halftime show because I get caught. Because they tried to catch me out last time. Now we just got to wait. Which is really annoying. Who's on Thursday Night Football? Tony Gonzalez, Chrissia Thompson. I can't even read that. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
the silver lining would be, if there
We're
is
back
one,
in.
no team in the NFC
We're
South
alive.
is above 500, so they're tied for first.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as bad as it sounded this week, they're still tied for first. And Ravens have had their chances. They have the 3 points tonight. They've had a couple of chances
And
in
the
the
Ravens
red
kick
zone and
back
only come
to
away
the
with
Bucks.
3 points.
Tucker, per usual,
That's back.
puts it through the end zone. Kaylee moments ago with John Harbaugh.
Well, Coach, last we heard you had key players on both sides of the ball questionable to return. Do you have an update on the status of Mark Andrews or Marlon Humphrey?
No, really not making the updates. You just focus on coming out and moving the ball, trying to put some good drives together, finish in the red zone. It's a one-score game. We're excited to see if we can go win it.
What needs to happen to put those drives
We got
together?
to execute, make some plays.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
That is the one-size-fits-all answer, right? We
Here
can
we go.
execute and make some plays.
Brady's got the ball, and off the middle.
Here's Fournette up to the 29-yard line. Humphrey is out there. Marlon Humphrey in the lineup right now to start the second half. Gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Got a feeling that Byron Leftwich, as a play caller, is going to go back to that opening drive where they just had everything going. They were running the football. Offensive line was getting a push, setting up Brady in that play action game. But they were running downhill.
Brady 10 of 17 for 142. And on second down and 6, swings it to the outside.
Oh,
and
dropped the ball.
incomplete. It wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway. Evans dropping it right there. Brady.
Yeah, Brady has been known coming into tonight. He gets the ball out at 2.25 or faster. Fastest in the entire league, fastest in his career. You can see for the most part, that's held up again true tonight, especially early in this game when he's had some success. Quick throws where they've had a cushion, just kind of aborts the play, gets the ball out on the edge. Here this time those throws now are being taken away. Got tighter coverage. You can see the frustration there between Brady and not being able to connect there with Mike Evans.
Third down and 6 on the opening drive of the second half.
Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. He's running out. He's
Swinging
getting
to the
caught up. He's
outside.
running out
Look
the other
at it,
end.
he's been sacked
He had to
twice.
throw it out. He was just about
And
to get
dumps that
sacked.
one off. So Brady sacked twice near the end of the first half. Odafe Owe put the heat on that time, and it's a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, that's what the Ravens have wanted to see from Owe, is being able to utilize his athletic ability. His second year out of Penn State. They get the ball right away back to Lamar Jackson. The quick 3 and out of this Buccaneers offense, and that streak and that trend continues for the Ravens defense, playing much better.
Jake Camarda, a rookie out of Georgia, has punted 3 times tonight, averaging 51 yards per boot.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And they'll
What?
back him up 5.
4th and 11. Which delay game?
Duvernay backing up. Still backing up at the 11.
And they're going for a run.
And the only man with a run back
And
for a touchdown this
Paul.
season in the entire
Neil got
league
Paul.
will not get another
17,
here.
17-yard run.
65-yard punt, 11-yard return. Baltimore, there it is right there. It's incredibly unusual. And again, it goes back to maybe, Roman thinking about all the issues in that secondary.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he does now in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, and a big part of it, I think, is just trying to get this defense spread out with some new faces, try to get them to make plays in the pass game. And, Mark Andrews is his favorite target. We've seen him go out of this game. We've seen the rookie likely have to step up. You got a feeling they're going to get back to their bread and butter and running the football.
Okey-dokey.
With Lamar Jackson, who only has a couple carries on the night.
Running back is Edwards.
All right, Jackson's got the ball. Oh,
Lamar
no.
will keep it
He's going to run it
himself.
himself. Jackson's got the ball, and he's still
Exploits that
running.
hole,
Oh, he's
keeps
still
his
running.
balance,
Jackson's running up the sideline.
and gets out at midfield.
Oh, mate.
Great run by Lamar Jackson.
Fair play
the
to
first half.
What's
Jackson.
incredible is this is a zone read, and he actually misreads it. This is how good this guy is.
But
This is
Jackson's
a
got the
give.
ball, does a fake handoff, and
he's
he's
still
run in the
able to
middle.
get
Runs in the middle
underneath.
opening,
This is
and then
why
he's got
we
so
all
many players. He's going that
marvel
way.
at what
He's
Lamar
turning,
Jackson
twisting.
can
He's
do.
gone
He's a
straight up the
cheat code to a
sideline, up to
video
the
game.
right.
He's
He's
not
play
fair.
to Jackson.
He misreads it, and yet the guy that he misread, he makes miss. Picks up a first down and big yards.
25 yards. Keep it on the ground. Take the ball into Tampa territory. Goes
Went
Gus
for a run in the
Edwards
middle
for a
and
short
nowhere.
gain.
Yeah, they're going to test these linebackers and this defensive line. Get back to Ravens football with the tight ends. Ricard, who is a fullback, he's going to take you usually to the football, but get physical, not abandon, obviously, the run game, but try to establish the line of scrimmage and then get some one-on-one shots downfield to Bateman or Duvernay. Or Prochet, who has stepped up.
Robinson's their leading receiver tonight. He's caught 5.
Foot back.
All right, Jackson found it off
Give it to
again in the middle.
Edwards.
Oh,
Nice run, setting up a third down and 1. We go back to Kaylee.
Al, the Ravens offense is going to have to figure out how to fight back in this one-score game without Mark Andrews. We have just been told he is ruled out for the rest of the game with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, he started out so brilliantly tonight. 2 catches, first 2 plays, and then the shoulder here. On that play. 3rd and 1.
Jackson.
Edwards.
Oh, going for a run.
Gets it.
Oh,
And a lot
still
more.
going for
to the
a
31
mate.
goes Gus.
The Ravens are pushing
First
up.
down.
Test these safeties and these linebackers, their willingness to get physical. That's the kind of game you want to play if you're Baltimore. Outside zone play. Watch a good double team. Missed tackle right there by Neal. Devin White overruns the play. Good vision, by the way, by Gus Edwards, getting back underneath that defense. It's running fast to make a play, getting to the outside. He cuts underneath him.
Meanwhile, that defense now has Shaq Barrett, who is down on the grass to get some attention.
Oh, Bucks is injured. Injury,
Good
timeout.
First half. Early in the 3rd, Bucks up by 7.
So, early in the 3rd, Bucks up by 7, but the Ravens are pushing. And they're pushing pretty, a little bit better than they did in the 2nd quarter. You know, like I said, it's still a janky game, but Ravens are pushing. And they look like pushing better. There's a good play call by Jackson, which sort of messed it up a bit, but he recovered it well, got his first down and did a fantastic run. So maybe the running games for these guys are just better and better and better. Now we're just waiting. So at the moment we're still waiting. There's an injured Bucks player on the field. And it's just taking too long. Boom.
Challenging some of those new faces, but now looks like they're going back to start this second half to the bread and butter running the football.
There we go.
Barrett was assisted
Going for a run in the middle.
Edwards. So on this drive, which began back at their own 23, 5 plays, all runs.
This offense is without Mark Andrews and now without Rashad Bateman, who's in the locker room. So you're at 3 points. You've not been able to close the deal in the red zone, twice inside the red zone. A field goal, went for it on 4th down on the other chance that they had and missed it. And now you got your top 2 targets on the outside that are not in the lineup.
2nd and 9.
Right, Jackson's got the ball. Throws
Flip it out
left.
here.
Going
Go
for a
up
run.
by
Over for a
Duvernay.
first. And
And the speedy one.
made it
Down
a
the
20.
sideline he goes. Inside the 20-yard line and a
20-yard
first down.
line.
So he's got
Mate,
a
this is what I'm
counter
saying. The
play
Ravens are
going
now
to his
talking.
right, but if he sees the look
They've
that
had
he
the
wants
locker
to
room
his
chat.
left with a couple tight
They
ends
must have been
out in
shouting,
front of Duvernay,
screaming,
he's gonna take
man,
it.
like,
Gets
what is
off of
going
that
on?
handoff,
Now the
flips it
Ravens,
outside, and now you
they're
got
talking.
Duvernay and a couple great blocks by Likely.
Heads
and of course,
are out of
Ricard,
people's
who's
arses.
just going to
That's
lead
what
you.
it's
Gets
all
out in
about.
front.
Move
You
yourself.
got the blocks, and I'd always get behind 42 if I had the football in my hands.
Pro bowler, over 300 pounds. Sometimes he plays on the defensive line, or has anyway in the past.
All right, Jackson's got the ball. Running in the middle.
Back to the
Still
ground.
running, still running, just running. But they got a
Chugging
few
through the
decent
middle
yards.
is Kenyon Drake.
I think it's a 2 and 4.
So the Ravens this
2
season,
and
Kirk, they
5.
win, lose every week, and there goes Barrett back.
Barrett's
to the
off
locker room. That is
for the Bucks.
a
That's
big
got
blow.
injured.
Check on what that is.
Sure is. You're right. though.
Ankle injury.
It has been back and forth, odd.
Injury update.
Yep.
Barrett, ankle injury.
Right,
He's
they-
out.
they've been-
Oh,
I think you would describe it as
your LB.
consistently inconsistent.
Very true.
There you go.
And what's crazy is with the big leads in the 4th quarter.
Right.
They turned the ball over and self-destructed. 7 turnovers alone in the 4th quarter.
Tonight they're playing from behind. Anthony Nelson comes in for Barrett.
Jackson's thrown in the
Play
middle.
fake, pass caught.
And a
First
first and
down.
goal.
Duvernay makes the grab, and from the 5-yard line, it's a 1st and goal.
What a design here by
Yeah,
Greg
they're
Roman.
going for this
Ricard goes
touchdown,
in
man. This is
motion.
all up
You're
to
gonna
Brady
see
and the
the
boys
RPO.
to pack
You're
it
gonna
out. This
read
is what we're talking
45
about.
right
That's what
there.
you need.
He clears out. Once he clears out, you've got the underneath throw. If he would have stayed wide, you hand it off. He goes with Ricard, takes himself out, and now you got a great passing lane and an easy throw.
This is what we're talking about.
Ninth
This is
play
it.
of the drive.
6-yard line.
Ricard again moving.
Jackson's got the ball. Throws a cheeky right. Oh,
Caught.
and a touchdown.
Kenyon
Fair play.
Drake into the end zone.
Drake got the touchdown for the Ravens. That is a fair play.
So they go marching
Now they're getting
down
their heads
the
out their
field.
arse. 9 and 10.
6 runs.
Now
3
Brady's got to
passes.
answer, man.
Takes
Brady,
5 minutes.
this Bucks
And
offense
Kentucky
has
gave
now
the
got to
extra
step
point.
up.
Now that's Ravens
In your
football
hometown.
right there, and a great job of coming off of this fake and getting it out of his hands quickly over O'Connor. Connor's got some good length,
Yeah,
realized
man.
that he's going to be right in his face, and so he comes around, prepared to make that throw, and instantly gets it out there where Drake can catch it and get to the corner.
O'Connor has such good length. He was the man who blocked
Boom.
the field goal at the end of the first half.
10-10. Ooh.
Kick by Tucker is good. And so, with 9:05 remaining in the third, we are locked up. 10-10.
10-10. And the Ravens are answering. Heads out their arse. This is what we're talking about. You know what I mean? The second quarter was just, it was just janky, man. It was like, what's going on? Like, it was bizarre. It looked lazy on both ends. It was like, well, this is obviously what we can both do on our offenses, and that's about it. Now they're kicking ass. Now Brady and the boys have got to push up now. Oh, this is long. It is long-winded, but I do believe it can get better. Slowly but surely get better. It's just a waiting game. Oh, back on.
Numbers
Here we go.
for those guys. So it's kind of a strange situation. We'll get into it in a moment. As Brady gets ready to come back out, likely at the 25-yard line because Tucker normally boots
Ravens
it through
pump
the
back.
end zone.
And
as predicted.
The Bucs are going for a touchback.
All right, so we looked at those numbers. I don't want to understate it.
Right.
Why is the scoring so far down this year?
I think when the scoring is up, you talk about offense. You don't talk about the offensive line play. It's the quarterbacks and the receivers. I think the high-profile quarterbacks, and in many cases, are in new situations with offensive linemen and skilled people that they're trying to adjust to. Preseason, you don't see a lot of guys play. So I think September football is becoming preseason football. And I think it'll get better as the season goes on when these teams have a chance to get more accustomed to playing with some of these new players.
Brady to his rookie, Rashad White, and he's able to get 20 on the pass and the yards after the pass. First down.
Well, he's got game-breaking speed as not just a runner, but as you see, he can do it as a receiver. Incredibly elusive with quicks.
Come on, Brady, answer.
All you got to do is check it down and get him the ball in space, and he can make people miss.
45-yard line. We're going for a run in the middle.
Here goes White again.
And White's doing
So
it again.
20-yard reception
White's answering.
and 8-yard
Here we
carry.
go.
Harrison makes the tackle.
Interesting game
It's the
tonight.
first
Here
time
we
we can talk
go.
about the offensive line execution up front. It's maybe the first drive. Shaq Mason, really good job. Tristan Wirf's doing a good job. Just watch this, as you like to say, Al, the execution. It's just everybody
Just run straight
being
in the
able to
middle.
pick up a man, and then you got a back with good vision who's explosive. And that's what they look like in that first drive. And like we say, when you start to see that, it's where Brady becomes so dangerous.
45-yard line. Dead on. Go on.
Here's Julio Jones.
Oh, almost.
Who plays tonight for the first time in 3 weeks. So Julio Jones, of course, you know about his great career. He's going to come off slowly now. Missed the last 3 games with a knee injury and doesn't look very good right here. But he's active tonight. 3rd and 2, and back to the bench he goes.
Well, you really can't test an injury like that. You can do a lot of things that you're working out, but until you put those shoulder pads and that helmet on and you go live, that's the only time you're really going to find out how that thing feels. You see him back to the sideline.
Brady's got the
They
ball,
lead
throws
2.
it deep in the middle. Oh, Evans.
Evans was there.
Oh, Brady's not
but
happy.
behind him
He's
and low. That's 4th down.
shouting.
Yeah, mentioning some of the quarterbacks that are trying to work with some new skill. You know, I think Brady's a great example of that. Everybody's pointing the finger at Tom Brady, but he's had a revolving door up front, especially at left guard. Then you start to look at the games missed with his skill players, go all the way down the list. Look at every receiver he would throw to has missed some games, and I think as good as he is,
Mate,
it's still
Brady
a game
don't
of
look happy there at
rhythm
all.
and repetition. And they're going to get there, and I know it's frustrating to have those growing pains, but that affects the continuity when you don't have them out there.
Very punt. Bounds into the end zone off the foot of Camarda. And Brady on the bench with Jackson coming back out.
Mate, Oh no.
A game of inches.
Abba. No. There you go. So. Not looking good at all. I mean, it's bizarre, man. I mean, Brady looks all right, don't get me wrong, but that team, and I feel like every time he tries to get a decent, just a decent throw, nothing's working out. Here we go, back
Takes
in.
us to Hillsborough River, Tampa. Meanwhile, this is after the last play, and this is becoming somewhat common.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about when it comes to getting on the same page, and then he goes over on the sideline with Byron
Brady's
Leftwich,
pissed.
and then he starts to think about, I'm going to talk to Hainsey, my center.
You talk about a journey into the unknown.
Yeah, Hainsey.
We've been watching him for 2 decades.
Goes down there, just wants to make sure that they're on the same page as far as affecting coverage and protection up front. There's Ryan Jansen right there, who they missed desperately.
Okay, mate, Brady's not happy at all. This man has not been happy this season at all. Jackson hands off to the left. Oh, there's still game over for first on the 32, 33 yard line.
He picks up 17.
Yeah, this is more of what you expected to see tonight.
When you see Brady play, man, he just don't like the team at all. The team's not listening to him.
Likes to work the edges.
It's bizarre. It's mad how he won the Super Bowl with this team.
So he just gives it to him.
So many changes in between, and I understand that, but my God, man, it looks so janky.
Edwards.
Jackson hands off in the middle, and like made up 4 or 5 yards.
40-yard line, he goes.
It's 2nd and 8. It's so weird.
This is where this part of their offense, I think, is as challenging as anything for a defensive coordinator, because you have to deal with the zone read game, and it affects the eyes. There's Mark Andrews, who's now in street clothes and done for the night, as Kaylee had mentioned. But you get that zone read game going, boy, it's assignment football, old school, high school, college football, what you're defending, and it's very different from everything they see every week as a defense.
5.5 left in the 3rd.
Boom. The handoff
Drake
to the right.
You know, one thing about the Ravens, if they come out of here with a win tonight, they'd go to 5-3. This team will play 1 game over the next 23 days. You're talking about getting everybody healthy. They go to New Orleans a week from Sunday, and then they have their bye, and then they meet Carolina.
Don't you just kind of fall back on John Harbaugh and the Ravens and their DNA, that if they stay healthy, they're going to be a factor. You know, it's so many injuries last year. This is a team, like you said, if they get a win tonight, you better look out for Baltimore.
Come on, Bucks, get the win.
Just about every running back.
Jackson's got the ball, throws in the middle. Oh, and he's caught. Oh, they're going for a run. 40-yard line.
Tacklers pushing him away is Isaiah Likely. Having a heck of a game. The rookie with a 17-yard gain, 4th-round pick,
Flipping out.
Coastal Carolina.
Here he is right here again. Has wide receiver skills. Works across. He's got tight coverage with Jamal Dean.
Mate.
Watch this throw.
Perfect.
I mean, we brag on Lamar Jackson.
40-yard line. There we go.
But the guy can sit in the pocket and throw with the best of them.
Right.
Play
Jackson's got the
action.
ball. He's going for a run himself.
Tackled
at the 40.
Knocking him down there is
Second down.
Sharinka as he stuffs him just about at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Tryon Sharinka, the guy that they're hoping will really come on. Of course, with JPP moving on, they opted not to sign him. They just thought Tryon Sharinka has so much upside. They're just waiting for him to emerge and become that guy in his 2nd year out of Washington. He's big at 6'5", 260, and really explosive.
2nd and 11. Running back is Justice Hill. He takes
They're
it.
going for a run in the
They
middle.
call Justice
Perfect.
Hill for a 1st down. He did
Perfect.
11, got 13. Nassib makes the stop there with 3.5 to go in the quarter.
I keep waiting for Devin White to be Devin White and just fill these holes and get active and get aggressive and get downhill. But a good job by the right side of this offensive line. Why Devin White's respecting the threat of Lamar Jackson. By the time he figures out where the play is, he's got a tackle on Morgan Moses right in his face, driving him off the line of scrimmage and opening up a huge hole for Justice Hill.
Edwards
Here
back in
we
the backfield.
go. Jackson got the ball. Running right.
Gets it again.
Nowhere.
Short game. 2nd and long.
A little thing like that orbit motion, you know, you're constantly, I think Greg Roman as a play caller is challenging the communication and the eye discipline of the linebackers and the safeties. And as they get tired, and I see some hands on the hips, as they get tired, you don't just get physically tired, you get mentally exhausted on these longer drives. And that's when they really, you know, pre-snap movement, check the
Here we go
discipline of
again.
this defense.
8th play of the drive.
27-yard line. 2nd and 8.
5 runs,
Jackson's got
2
the ball.
passes.
Jackson's going for a run himself.
6th run here. Goes nowhere. They stuff him when they really needed to.
Nowhere to go.
Roches making
Jackson
the
will
tackle
go for a
with
run.
3rd down upcoming.
Nowhere to go.
3rd down and 9.
Pat O'Connor on the left side here. He goes all the way around. Levante David forces Lamar Jackson out. But that was a heck of an effort there by Big 79.
Oh, there we go. 28-yard
Play
line.
clock at 3.
Jackson's got the ball. Cheeky
Fakes
right.
the give.
Oh,
Throws
oh,
to
they
the
go for a run.
outside and
For a
picks up
first.
the
Oh, they're
first
going
down
for it.
and
Oh,
a
I
lot
thought they were
more.
going for it then.
DeMarcus Robinson, the one-time Kansas City Chief in his 7th season out of the University of Florida, a gain there of 15.
Again, he has the 2 tight ends out in front of a skill player. He's going to give him a chance. See what DeMarcus Robinson can do. Make these guys tackle you. What a move inside back outside to allow the block to be set up by Josh Oliver, 84. Doesn't get a push in the back. That cut to the outside allows him to pick up that safety, Mike Edwards. A heck of an effort there by Robinson.
The depleted Tampa Bay defense will now face their 58th play.
Here we
The
go.
Ravens on pace to
Ravens got the
run
ball.
about 80.
Oh,
Carried here by Justice Hill in the final minute of the 3rd.
Good point about the injuries and some of the new faces. And then you add in Greg Roman's plan. Make them run and chase the pass game in the first half and then try to lean on them in the second half. It's a plan in this that's really working out with a lot of new faces. Like I said, look at the hands on the hips. That's a tired defense right now.
This drive 6.5 minutes old. Hill is still in
Here
there.
we go.
2nd and 7.
Jackson's got the ball. Jackson's got the ball.
Jackson
Jackson's got the ball.
surveys,
Jackson's got the
under
ball. He's running out to the right. He throws it.
Throws,
Oh,
and it's in the back of the
completed
end zone.
touchdown.
Hold in there
It was a
by
touchdown.
Likely. Touchdown.
These
Boy,
feet
that
were in.
rookie is having some night.
He sure is. This is Lamar Jackson really in a nutshell. When you watch what his body language says and where he wants to go with this football. He wants to make the throw to this receiver working right here, Prochet. Watch his eyes and watch him want to throw it right there, but he keeps the play alive. I thought he might go here, but instead he goes to the back edge and finds the rookie for the touchdown. That's a lot in about 3 or 4 seconds.
Man, oh man. Yep. Clearly in. Clearly
16-10.
He's now caught 5.
The Bucks need to talk, man.
First career touchdown for him.
The Bucks need to talk now.
What to do with the football, Dunny? Moving around, find a space. When Lamar goes to scramble, he has a way of working to get open.
Honestly, mate.
A lot of balls at Coastal Carolina in their offense.
5 seconds to go in the third quarter as well.
Took a long look at it. Looked
clearly.
Pretty clear to us.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
It's going to be 17-10.
Tucker now for the point after.
And the kick is good. 17-10.
For the first time since early in the game, it's 17-10. Baltimore on top with 5 seconds to play in the third.
Let's take another look at the rookie working to get open and how Lamar Jackson challenges a defense.
Mate,
even if you take away his primary, Prochet right there. So instead he keeps the play alive. And unlikely hero tonight steps up again to make a play with Mark Andrews, their go-to tight end, down, showing what he can do.
I like your wordplay. That's good.
I've been hanging out with you for
yeah, right.
Look at this.
Well, I'll teach you some words.
I know you will.
Very good, very quick.
Man, 80 is fun to watch. Yep. Mark Andrews the first one to tell him, that's it, man. That's it.
Very quick.
Now, of course, the big question is the Ravens have had a lead in the fourth quarter every game. They just couldn't close the door on 3 of them. Sure, that's been the focus and the talk, and will be at the end of this third quarter.
Yeah. And some big time
meltdowns. Let's get it back
Miami.
down to the Bucks.
Crazy.
Touchback, 5 seconds to go for the third quarter.
Yeah.
Tom Brady has not gone 2 games without a touchdown pass since December 2006.
Blanked in
0
Carolina,
last week, 0 tonight.
And not
Flipping
tonight.
out.
And on the cusp of a potential 3-game losing streak. So all kinds of crazy stuff for him tonight, in addition to setting the all-time record for most career sacks.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
From the 25.
Brady's got the ball.
Godwin.
We're going for a run.
Breaks the tackle.
Okay.
Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 when we move on to
end of
the final
quarter.
frame. Fourth quarter upcoming, 17-10 in favor.
It's all down to this. It has been a boring game. I'm not going to lie. It has been absolutely boring. But Ravens are coming 17-10. So they've got a touchdown and the point, which was good. Now, all Brady's got to do is keep that ball going. That team needs to be open now, man, like up there to get the win. Honestly. Because if they don't, what's the point? What is the point? Just can't believe how bad it's been. I'm pretty shocked at this game. Oh, well, hopefully it'll be all right. Hopefully, you know, I hope the Bucs get it. If the Bucs get it in, if the Bucs can get a touchdown, it will be an interesting game to the end. Because the first quarter was all right. It got up there. Second quarter, janky, boring as hell. This third quarter, it's been all right. If they can get the touchdown, if Tom Brady can get the touchdown on this fourth quarter, I can see it being really, really well.
Tampa Bay.
Look, here we
home
go.
Of the Lightning, home of the Rays, home of the Buccaneers. Thursday Night Football, Al Michaels with Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung. Season approaching the halfway mark. Look at that. First 2 drives, great.
Looked good.
Last 6,
2 first downs.
Brady.
Second and 6.
Throws left.
Caught,
Over for a first.
We'll get a first down here for Godwin out at the 36-yard line.
That's where Brady had some success, was throwing the ball underneath, and Patrick Queen in the last play in the third quarter coming in to make a play and starts to lower his head there, and right away comes off the field and into the 10.
Here we go.
A.J. Klein and Malik Harrison. They're also minus Josh Bynes in addition to Queen.
Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball.
Brady has that knocked down
Mate, this guy, he's done that twice now. It's thrown in the middle into the hands of the defense.
It's the second time we've seen
boring, man. Like I don't know if he knows that, he's playing anymore. Does Tom Brady play? Does Tom Brady want to play? He looks like he don't want to play. I know that he's got this team, this janky team.
Together as a group, played very good football.
The Campbell known for swatting him down. So
my God,
JPP through his career.
I need to sort it out, mate.
Washington getting into the mix. 2nd and 10.
Brady's got the ball, throws deep left, and it's good to Evans, and he's still got the ball. He's still going for a run on the 12, 13-yard line. Perfect. Perfect. Interesting game now. Perfect.
51 yards.
And good against good.
51 yards completed.
Brady, just to be safe, uses his
Brady's
eyes
got the
to
ball. He
move that
sees Evans.
safety.
I was
Now
shocked
he's
he
got
threw to him,
one-on-one.
to be fair, because he was
Gets
covered.
the ball thrown to the inside,
But obviously not covered enough.
away from the
Evans has
defender,
got the
Marlon
ball.
Humphrey,
Well
who's as
done to
fast as
Brady.
any
That's
corner
what you should be
you're
doing,
gonna go
pal.
up against.
That's a great
That's what
throw
the
for a
fans want to see.
fantastic
This
catch.
matchup, 13
Look
against
at that
44.
go. Oh,
Pretty good coverage
perfect.
with the placement of the ball. And
Perfect.
good job by Evans of securing that ball downfield. He, of course,
There
had
we
the
go,
drop last week.
13-yard line.
Play of the season
Brady's
for
got the ball,
Brady.
Brady's got the
Play
ball, Brady's
action.
got the ball, throws deep in the middle,
Halftime
and it's,
throw.
if it was good
Looked
in the
like for the
end
moment, Kyle
zone.
Rudolph in a tight end, the longtime Viking.
Oh,
Most recently with the Giants, looked like he had a chance to get it.
And again, timing and rhythm. Rudolph hasn't played a lot this year. I know he's wanted to be out there, but Brady just puts the ball out just in front a little bit too much. Has Brady forgotten how to throw the ball? Of course not. But he's just trying to figure out the timing with all these new players that are around him. You can see how frustrated he is about it.
And Rudolph in his 12th year may have lost a step or two. 2nd and 10.
right, here we go. Brady's got the ball again. Brady's got the ball again. Goes right. Nearly intercepted to Peters off the Ravens,
Who has
mate.
the most interceptions of any active player at 32. Backs it away to be 3rd and 10.
They got away with one here. Peters are going to test Humphrey on one side. Now you go to Marcus Peters. Gets his head turned. And I don't think Mike Evans was expecting the ball at all. You could see, again, not on the same page. Brady throws it one way. Mike Evans runs a different route. Peters almost comes up with a pick.
So 3rd and 10. Early 4th. Julio Jones is back in
Brady's
there.
got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. He's running. He's running himself. He's running himself. And he's slid down.
Stop and gets hit as well at the end of the play. And Tom wants to know if that was a personal foul, but there's no flag, and picking the grass out of his sock. 4th down, 4th and 9.
Yeah, he slid, but the defenders went over top of him, especially Geno Stone, the free safety. You know, this is the last resort. When you're 45 years old, you don't want to have to resort to this, but everybody is covered. See 26 coming in. He goes right over top of him. Not 6, but 26 right there. Avoids the contact.
It's like throwing an egg at the Mona Lisa if you jump on him. You know, you don't want to do that.
Right.
This is Ryan Suckup for a 30-yard field goal attempt.
30-yard field goal attempt for the Bucks. It's good.
Which he does.
17-13.
12.5 to go in regulation. As the cannons go off. And the Bucks draw to within 4 points.
Not happy at all. He's not happy. I mean, it's bizarre. Really, really bizarre. The mad thing is that Brady tells this team to do one end, and they go from a completely different other. It's bizarre. It's like either they're not listening or something. I don't know what's going on with that team.
Week 9 begins next Thursday.
But Brady needs to sort it, man.
The Philadelphia Eagles, undefeated right now, play Pittsburgh, heavily favored to make it 7-0. Kickoff at 8:15 Eastern time. The Eagles, meanwhile, under Nick Sirianni, third time they've started 6-0, 14 takeaways. Second to the Ravens,
6-0 starting team picture since 1981, 2004.
Jalen Hurts so far, and he's going home, back to Texas next Thursday night.
Bucks kick it away. 12 minutes, 26 seconds left. Boom. Ravens got
from
the
the goal
ball.
line. Special teams, they've done a nice job. The Bucks have tonight, wrapping him up 17-yard line.
Now this Buccaneers defense, led by Devin White, they need to play better against this running game from the Ravens. Just surprised to see 45 just turning plays down, getting pushed well off the line of scrimmage. Look at this. I mean, that's Devin White. He's one of the top linebackers in the NFL and is just not having a great night. Todd Bowles letting him know about it. We'll see if they make the right adjustments to try to slow down what we've seen from Jackson and Greg Roman in the running game here.
White was the NFC Defensive Player of the Month for September. Start from the 17.
Boom. Ravens going in the middle.
Edwards.
Oh, Ravens
Edwards
gone
to
for
the
it, man. 40-yard
Guy
line.
missed all of last season. Didn't play until last week. Had 66 yards in that game and a 64 tonight.
Great block by Ricard on the edge right here. But watch the rookie center against Devin White, who we just talked about. He's got to make a play. He's got to get downhill. That center says you're not getting anywhere near our running back. Again, blocked 15 yards downfield.
That's the good news. Here's the bad news right now. That's Edwards.
Oh. And he's injured.
So they work on Gus as we step away.
Flipping out, so the boy's injured as well. Edwards does a great play, and now Edwards is injured. Jeez. Call of Duty, what's that like? October 28th. What's today? It's out.
Leg missed all of last year's to see what happened here. ACL, LCL, and a hamstring.
Yeah, it's hard to tell which leg. The doctors and the trainers came out right away. Good to see, as you mentioned, Al, him up and walking off the field. So you're looking at Marlon Humphrey and John Harbaugh talking, but you're going to see more Kenyon Drake and Justice Hill will take over for now anyway for Edwards, and both have played and played pretty well.
And of course, you have your best running back and quarterback on top of that. So.
Oh, the Ravens doing it again.
11:40 left in the fourth.
39 yards. Jackson has got the
Lamar
ball, throws.
on the run.
Brilliant.
His man
Another first down.
Bucs territory, and that's Isaiah Likely having the game of his young life. Of course, he's a rookie, but tonight, gain of 16, and he's now caught 6 passes for 77 and a touchdown.
So Lamar Jackson, defense, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about we got to stop him from being able to run the football. The tight end sneaks right behind those linebackers, and that's Lamar Jackson's wheelhouse. You get him out on the edge where he can throw the football on the run, put it out in front. Perfect throw to, again, Likely, who has stepped up tonight, really emerged in this pass game with Mark Andrews down.
That's the definition of a convoy on that play.
10 minutes 50.
Everybody going in the same direction.
Boom, Jackson's got the ball.
23 first downs
down in the middle.
Team.
Out to the 40.
And staying on his feet, picking up about 7, goes Kenyon Drake. Ronnie, by the way, Ronnie Stanley, haven't talked about him tonight, but it's great to see him back.
Absolutely. He had to fight through that ankle surgery from last year, had to battle some injuries, and really, I think, just starting to get himself back into shape. But again, I can't say it enough about the job Greg Roman does with this offense and how they utilize different formations and use these tight ends. stresses his defense.
But going for a run in the middle again. Over for a first.
Fighting his way goes Drake for a first down. Delaney makes the tackle with 10 minutes to go in the fourth.
Oh. And just to remind people, this is a Ravens team that's had the lead in the fourth quarter, hasn't really shown their ability to sustain those leads, have lost 3 games with a 10-point or bigger lead. John Harbaugh, when he met with us this week, echoed how they've been trying to get this team to understand, listen, we're talented enough to win a lot of games this year, but guys, we have to play 60 minutes, and we have to start owning the fourth quarter. Here they are again with this lead, now under 10 minutes to go and driving.
Harbaugh turned 60 last month. I told him, don't fret, it's the new 59 7/8.
Jackson throws. Oh, perfect.
Pulled in by Duvernay, and that's
Duvernay,
a first down.
mate.
So another
Yeah, that was good.
good-looking
That was a
drive
quick
by these
throw.
guys who run 64 plays to Tampa
And he
Bay's
just
43.
jumps, like,
So again, watch the
jumps
linebackers clear
to the
out of
side
here
like James
because
Bond.
they have to respect the threat
Jackson's
of
got
either
the
the
ball.
quarterback run or the running back. So they clear out and look at the
Whoosh.
holes.
Oh,
I mean, they're one step ahead of the
They
defense.
take
and
one
how
step,
the
but they're not
defense
doing long
reacts.
throws. They're doing
Great
short
job
throws.
again, putting
They're running the ball and making
favorable
short throws. They're not
position
doing
to
long throws
execute
at
there
all.
in the play-action
This is
game.
why they're doing so good. Jackson's got the ball.
Keeps
Jackson's going for a run himself down the sideline. A first down.
And he'll move the 6 on that, but a flag is
But there's a
thrown.
flag.
Very few flags tonight. But this one,
And
the
mate,
reference
Jackson's
to tell us
pissed.
what's cooking.
Holding number 42.
Oh,
10-yard penalty. Lead first down.
And that's Ricard, the fullback, coming in there to the hold.
And Lamar was already 10, 12 yards downfield. Ricard, who's 300 pounds, by the way, as a fullback, gets his right arm locked up around the neck of McCollum. And watch how far Lamar is downfield. There's 42. I mean, he's 5, 10 yards downfield. He's going to step out of bounds, unnecessary. And you can see his frustration.
Yeah, I think he saw the
He saw it right away.
on his way to what would have been a first down.
That was a huge play. They still get the first down, but it could have been bigger.
1st and 10.
From the 24.
Jackson's handing
Drake.
it off. Running up the left side.
To the 21-yard line he goes.
Started this drive on their own 17-8 plays. I keep referencing this defense getting very tired. It's another potential red zone. It's a high red zone right now.
Well, time of possession, 33.5 minutes for the Ravens and 18 minutes for Tampa Bay.
Brady looks tired.
Coming up
I
on
mean,
halfway
he's going
through
to
the
take
quarter.
a few years to sort the Bucks
2nd and
out.
7.
Jackson's got the balls running deep down to the right-hand sideline. He's going for a first himself. Oh, did he make it?
First down before he is pushed out of bounds by Devin White. 3rd and 1.
Linebackers, we've talked about Devin White. Instead of the play action game, this is just dropping back, trying to read the quarterback's eyes. I thought he might pull the trigger on the left to Josh Oliver. He had him open, but there's the threat. When he doesn't make the throw, you better get there. And that time, just enough by Devin White to push him out of bounds.
3rd and
6
1.
carries,
7
41
minutes
yards.
coming
So
up on
he's
the clock.
averaging 7 yards per carry, which is about his average. 9th play of the drive coming. First, 3rd down play.
Hands it off to the left. Straight for a first. 10,
Duvernay
5.
takes it.
Touchdown.
Into the end zone
Easy.
he goes.
Easy.
Devin Duvernay running it in.
Duvernay.
And they go 83 in 9 plays and take a 2-possession lead. 15 yards on the touchdown on a 3rd and 1.
He gets full speed, but watch the block on the inside. Watch Likely come from our left. He has a guy on him in man coverage, so he gets a 2-for-1. Dean follows him. He gets White, and then that creates the running lane after the block by Justice Hill. Again, great
Perfect.
great
24-13.
execution in this second half by this Baltimore Ravens offense. It is fun to watch.
Mate, if Brady needs a touchdown, if he can just get a touchdown, that players will be all right.
Point
But
number
man.
24. Little under 7 to go in regulation in Tampa on this Thursday night.
It's bizarre, mate. This fourth quarter's becoming a really decent quarter. But Brady looks tired, so tired. It's just shocking how he's become. I don't think it's him. Well, it's partly him. But it's more of the fact that, you know what I mean? It's more of the fact that the team that he's got, they're all youngsters. They're not listening. Whatever they're doing, they don't. I'm not saying that they don't care, but they're not paying attention to what Brady wants. Brady's infuriating. I mean, a 45-year-old man. Oh, I'm not judging his age or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you do what you got to do. But it's so bizarre, man. Like, to see Brady won all them Super Bowls, then to win a Super Bowl with the Bucs, then retire, then come in again, and now he looks more stressed this season, shouting at his players because they're not doing as they're told, shouting in random, and stuff like that. At 45 years of age, you can forget it. Forget it. Because that team's going to take a year or two to be decent. As a fact, it's going to take them a good couple of years for that team to keep the team. Make an odd change now and again. But
Tom Brady in his career, most consecutive starts without a 3-game losing streak. He lost 4 in a row back in 2002. 302 starts. Montana 155. We talked about Brady a little bit earlier too. I want to go back to, we talked before the Rams game last year. They lost. He retired after that. I asked him what a perfect ending would be before that game. He said, winning the Super Bowl. I don't know that means this year. I'd love to end it on a Super Bowl. He paused. I think I'll know when I know. But there's a lot that's inconclusive. And I think right now,
it's just team.
A lot that's inconclusive.
There is. And I think we were excited with the way this thing started on a short week, because last week couldn't have gone any worse, right? At Carolina, 21-3. They didn't show much fight at all. The offense couldn't do anything. And I think all of us are just so used to Brady finding a way out of it that we just assumed, whether it's this week or the week after. But there's bigger issues in Tom Brady. It's what's around Tom Brady as they have these growing pains and they're trying to work out of it together.
Yeah, but it's bizarre, man.
There's a work-life balance for him at this point. So, from the 25-yard line, he's used to comebacks. We know that. Does he have one in store tonight? White is the running back.
Brady's got the ball. Throws a nice right. Open.
Caught by Evans.
Oh.
Steps out of bounds. Gain of 6 yards. Evans tonight, 4 catches for 109.
Brady obviously has to go fast here, under 7 minutes, down a couple possessions.
All right. Brady's got the ball. Right again. Nice and open.
Caught by White, the rookie. Picks up the first down. 6.5 left in the fourth. Brady 16 of 29 now, 238 yards.
Here we go. Brady's got the ball, throws a nice left. Oh, Jones, sorry.
Only played in 2 games this year. The longtime Falcon picked up before the season. 2nd and 10.
Couldn't tell if JPP got a hand on that ball or not, or it's just it looked like he did. He just barely got maybe a hand on that to knock that away from Julio.
Boom. Brady's got the ball. Throws right.
Again, Evans will come up a little bit short of the first down. So now you're 3rd and 2 right here. You're almost in a 4th down situation.
Oh, yeah.
Brady's got the ball, going to hand it off in the middle.
And they don't have to
Perfect.
worry about a fourth down here because White's going to pick up the first.
Get it up, man. Just
Take
keep
it
it going.
into Ravens territory.
There's good
Keep
hard
it
running again by the
going.
rookie. You know, Godwin had a great start to this game in the slot, and what the Ravens have done is get the rookie Williams out and bring the veteran Marlon Humphrey now in there
Brady's
with the
got the
slot.
ball. Brady's got the ball.
Pump
Throws it
fake,
deep in the
going
middle.
deep,
And it's,
Miller there.
unlucky.
There's
Two
contact and two flags
Ravens defenders.
on
There was a
play.
flag.
Scotty Miller was there, pass a little underthrown, and Brandon Stevens covering
I
on
think
the play.
it's
and
on
that'll
the
take
defense.
The ball all the way down deep into Ravens territory to the consternation of Harbaugh.
Ball is underthrown, and it forces the receiver to come back, and Stevens just never locates the football. See it so often.
Yeah.
Grabs the face mask
yeah.
there.
Grabs the face mask.
Defensive backs on these underthrown balls, they just lose sight of it. And once you lose sight of an underthrown ball and that receiver
First
walks
and
back,
goal.
it's an easy interference call.
40-yard penalty. First and goal.
Brady goes right.
Pressure coming.
Good throw.
Caught.
Go on, boys. Push it up.
Godwin tackled by Peters. Second and goal.
We all know that Brady is so familiar with these situations, knows how to deal,
Keep
knows
going,
how
boy.
to keep his composure and work with incredible urgency. It's just
81
more about the
passes
pieces
since
around
last
him. Can he
touchdown
get in
pass. Longest
sync?
streak without a
More
touchdown
veteran
pass since
receivers on the
joining
left in this formation.
Tampa
And the
Bay.
newer, younger receivers to his right, Otten, and of course Julio Jones, who's a new guy
Boom.
this year.
Brady's got the ball. He's running up the side. He's
down.
going to get caught. Throws.
Brady
Intercepted.
has it
Oh,
batted
no.
into
Nearly
complete.
intercepted.
It was Jones, but there were four white and purple uniforms there. Chuck Clark batted it away, and a Raven is down here. It'll be third down and goal.
Yeah, Chuck Clark should have intercepted this. Brady,
Yeah,
again,
it
he's
was-
not
I thought
known
it
for
was
scramble
intercepted.
mode, but he does his best impersonation of Lamar, and his receiver, Julio Jones, is trying to adjust with him. The problem is Chuck Clark adjusted better, steps right in front. Again, should have had that interception.
And that's Kyle Hamilton who goes down. There's Hamilton 14. Friendly fire.
Like his foot maybe got caught underneath of Clark as he was starting to roll to the ground.
Brady wanted a defensive hold. Rookie out of Notre Dame, Kyle Hamilton, who's their top draft choice back in May.
Good to see him up. I think what Brady was referencing is at the top of the route when Julio Jones was trying to change direction. Clark, as a veteran, see there's contact, and then right there grabs onto that jersey. And that's what I think Brady was fired up about.
Yeah, they've got so many big name guys on defense. And Clark is a guy who gets a little bit overlooked. He's a great player.
Green dot guy, the leader. Everyone thought with Kyle Hamilton coming in and Marcus Williams coming in that maybe he would be the odd man out, but no, he's become the alpha and the leader in the back end.
Third down and goal.
Brady's got the ball.
Brady
Throws left.
on the run.
Perfect.
Caught.
Perfect.
Touchdown.
Perfect.
Flag is
Touchdown.
thrown,
But there is a
though.
flag.
Otten, the
Oh,
tight
don't
end
let it
for
be
the
offense.
moment is in there, but it's against Tampa Bay.
Oh, my Christ.
Replay third down.
Holding.
That is on Donovan Smith for holding.
Yeah, he's one-on-one with Justin Houston and is in pretty good position. It's just near the end of the block. He locks up, holds onto those shoulder pads right in front of the referee. And he had great position, no need for that. Brady, in fact, had already stepped up and away from the pressure. But when you grab onto those shoulder pads in front of the official, you're going to get nailed.
So third and goal now.
Jesus,
Back
get
to
it,
come to the
Brady.
16-yard line.
Oh, no, do you know what? I can't see it happening. Brady's got the ball. Brady's got the ball. Throws deep
Shoulder
left.
shake, throws, and that's going to be caught by Jones.
Jones, go
And
for
that's
it.
going to make it
Fourth and goal.
down and goal at the 3.
Go for it.
What
What's
a
gonna lose?
job here by Brady. I thought he was just going to throw this ball away.
So fourth and goal, I mean, you could go for 3, make it a one-possession game, but I don't think that's going to happen right here.
Yeah, he's about to throw this away. Houston almost gets to him, and then he last second locates Jones, and nobody picked up.
Going for it all. Fournette is back in the game. Godwin is in motion.
Boom. Brady's got the ball.
And Brady, and what do we have here? We have a flag.
Oh.
Yeah, Fournette left early.
He did.
Well, this red zone is kind of the Tampa Bay Bucs in a nutshell these last few weeks.
Number 7, offense.
Oof.
5-yard penalty.
Just self-destructing penalties. Want to know what affects rhythm? It's things like this. It's 4th down and goal from the 2.5-yard, 3-yard line, and a false start.
And of course, what does that mean now? It means that instead of going for 7 and then, you know, get another,
He's not happy at all. He shouldn't stay. Just retire,
go for 3 and 8. Field goal attempt here by Ryan Suckup because of the penalty. 26-yard attempt. Jake Camarda to hold.
24-16. Boom.
And you got a whistle, but after the play. So Brady, frustration right there.
Brady don't want to be there, man. I think Brady just needs to retire, man. He can't stay with that team. That team's unreal. The team looks so janky. You know, he's come back thinking same team, and it's just not happening. No, Gronk's gone. There's a few decent players that's gone from that team as well. And it's like, is there any point for Brady to stay there? No. And I think he looks shattered. Apparently there's something going on with his private life, so maybe that's adding on as well. Then you've got this team that he's got to face on as well, that he's changing on a constant. You know what I mean? He's changing on a constant with the team, his personal life. He don't look happy at the Bucs at all, and he looks like he's had enough. And I don't blame him. If he stays in, fair enough. If he stays in for another year, 2 years, fair enough. Fair play to the guy. Honest to Christ. But you know when you've had enough. Forget your body. Your body and your brain work so mad. It works so differently. Fact.
Look at our next
And if
powered by
he stays, he's still going to have. It's going to take 2 years, 3 years for that Bucs team to
he's
get on
had to
itself.
dial up the rookie Isaiah Likely, 6'4", 241, out of Coastal Carolina, and man, is he delivered! Not just making plays in the stat sheet, but improvising and adjusting to his athletic quarterback, who sometimes is on the fly.
Here we go.
You have to stay alive in those scramble moments, and you can see the veteran Mark Andrews over there giving him some love and coaching him up.
Coming out party for him.
One more touchdown and it will just do it.
Game, heading down the stretch, each team with all of its timeouts.
Ravens fans watching this game saying, we've been here before.
Yes, we have.
Come on, fellas. Finish it off this time.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ravens time. Ravens going for a run. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
And the best run back guy in the league.
Fair play.
Some good field position out near the 40-yard line. Schedule's upcoming. So we talked about the Ravens.
Week.
One game in the next 23 days. At New Orleans, week 9. Bye. Carolina at home. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay plays the Rams here next week, and then versus Seattle. Yeah, but not in Tampa. That's in Munich. And then a bye. And then at Cleveland.
Tough. Just dealing with the logistics of that, not to mention who they're going up against.
Sure. Rushing yardage, you can see the difference, the change in the scheme in the
they're going for a great run.
A lot more to that
great
right
run.
Here. Inside the 30-yard line, Drake finally tackled by Edwards. So the much-traveled Kenyon Drake with another big run, 40 yards.
You're going to pull around your left tackle Stanley and your rookie center Linderbaum to get out in front. Great blocks by the two big fellas. And then look, because of the formation to your left, there's nobody left. Middle linebacker Devin White doesn't get there. He gets picked up and kind of caught up in the wash. And this is a fatigued defense. I want to continue to say that. This scheme that they're defending is wearing them down in this second half.
4 minutes to go.
This is Baltimore's 70th play. Under 4 to go, and Jackson. Well, balance. They have rushed tonight for 228 yards and thrown for 222, which adds up to 450.
I mean, that last play, he's trying to do what he's done a lot tonight. Just flip it out to the guy that goes in motion, crochet. And it's covered. McCollum takes it away. So what does he do? Does he throw it away? No. He just is the best athlete on the field. He just lowers his shoulder and wiggles and picks up some positive yards.
He can do what a lot of people call it.
Good start for Tampa tonight on their first drive, but pretty much all Baltimore since. 2nd and 6.
Handed it off. Nowhere.
To the outside. Keeping his feet, breaking tackles, Justice Hill, and stays in bounds to boot with the clock keep running under 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'd love to see him stay in bounds. Gus Edwards has had a big night. He went out, so Drake and Hill, you have fresh legs. You have a tired defense, and Justice Hill runs hard, man. Remember, he had the fumble last week that gave the Browns life. He is holding on to that football, and as Al said, he gets down in bounds just short of that first down marker. But those were some live legs for late in the game.
3rd and 1, pretty much compelling the Bucs to take a timeout if the Ravens pick up the first here. Take all of their timeouts, in fact. They're able to stuff them. So it's going to be 4th down and 1, and they'll take it, or will they?
I'll tell you what, William Golston showing some heart right there, as tired as he is.
Yeah, they do take the timeout, yeah.
Woohoo, timeout, woohoo.
Yeah, Golston, 10 years.
Yeah.
Been a Buck all of those years. Drafted back in 13. 4th down. So in all likelihood, in this situation, I mean, you got, Tucker coming. It makes it a 2-possession game. So,
Mr. Reliable.
You think?
I'm knocking on wood for the Ravens fans.
They're still nervous.
Yeah. Well, remember, he had one at the end of the half, but he kind of tried to drive it low for that distance, and it got blocked by Patrick O'Connor.
I'm the guy that can give a guy a kibosh. Trust me.
Oh, are you? You've been at it a few years.
Collinsworth and I have done that many, many times. Even Madden and I were able to do that.
30-yard line, really.
This guy is unkiboshable.
27-16.
.30-yard attempt. No problem. So the Bucs are going to have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they're down by 11. All right, what's coming up the rest of the week? Check out some of the big games. Sunday's game on CBS. Pats at Jets, who are 5-2.
It's been a great story, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Jets.
Oh, yeah. 49ers and the Rams. That in the NFC Championship game last year. That's Fox's late game on Sunday.
Always love when those two go head-to-head.
Green Bay. Oh, Sean McVay doesn't, but everybody else does. Green Bay and Buffalo. That's the Sunday night game. Brady trying to right the ship at Buffalo, and then Cincinnati. I'm sorry, Rodgers trying to. Yeah. Well, Brady's trying to right the ship too. And the Bengals against the Browns on ESPN on Monday night.
Without Jamar Chase, big announcement today is trying to recover from a hip. Sounds like he may be out 4 to 6 weeks, which is a big loss for Joe Burrow in that Bengals offense. Look at that AFC North. You look around at Pittsburgh and Cleveland and Cincinnati and Baltimore. I mean, you would think if Ravens stay healthy, they're going to be maybe the front runner to win that division.
And we talked about their upcoming schedule.
Yeah.
They play only one team the rest of the season that right now has a winning record, and that's the Bengals, and that's the last game of the year.
Yeah.
Until then,
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
what can the Bucs do here? We've seen Brady
This is it.
for 2 decades work late game magic.
Here we go. Boom. Brady's got the ball.
Swings it out to Fournette. And Fournette is tackled inbounds. So he could not get out, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They have a first down at their own 39-yard line, and they have 2 timeouts.
It's his first reception of the game tonight for Fournette.
Mate.
Stay tuned after the game, exclusively on Prime Video.
Honestly, man, this is not good. I think if they get a touchdown, then they need to pick 6 to win the game. But I ain't got a clue. This could take ages.
Yes, the reporting parade rest. What do you got this weekend? You got a college game for a change?
Yeah, I'm going to do Tennessee and Kentucky.
Okay.
It'll be a good game between those two on Saturday night. But, yeah, it's going to be a traveling circus the next 24 to 48 hours.
What else is new?
Exactly. Got to get back. By the way, I want to say happy birthday to my mom. She turns 83 today.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Got to get that out there. She watches everything. Big fan of yours.
Oh, light up a cigar after the game for her.
There you go.
From the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Brady's
got the
very
ball.
deep
Brady's got the
drop,
ball. Throws a deep
and a long
left.
throw
Great.
downfield and has a man who's open, and that
Perfect
is
to Jones. But there's a
and
flag.
Julio Jones is able to haul it in. Meanwhile, penalty, personal foul on top of it.
Yeah, Tom Brady got hit hard.
Defense, 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Matabike. Yep.
Yeah, Matabike got in there, and instead of letting up, but keep in mind now, he's 45 years old, and he gets driven into the ground. I don't know about you. Great catch here by Julio. It was close to they might take a peek at that. That ball may have hit the ground, but I don't know about you, but at 45 to get driven into the ground by a 300-pounder, no thank you.
How about at 19?
Right. Boy, that ball looked like it may have hit the ground.
Oh.
So the penalty, though, would stand in this particular case. Well, maybe not so. Terry, let's bring you in. Terry McCauley, you've been hanging out for 58 minutes. What are you seeing?
I have, Al. He seems to get brief control, but then when the ball hits the ground, he loses control. This is an incomplete pass,
right?
Which should be reversed.
Oh, God!
And the penalty for
it will be enforced.
Right, no matter what. Yeah,
absolutely. From the previous spot.
Right. Same thing as an incomplete pass. So the previous spot was the 39-yard line. So that'll bring them into Ravens territory.
They're showing it up on the big screen.
The crowd sees it, right?
Tom Brady's looking up there thinking, come on, just let me catch one break. Just let me catch one break standing out there with Byron Leftwich.
Mm-hmm. This is one of those you would think would not take.
It's too long, man. It's an incomplete pass. Even I did that.
Well, the only
call on the field, completed pass.
It takes time is if they're going to wave it off and then go back and try to figure out where the initial line of scrimmage was and where the 15 yards needs to be added on after the personal foul.
But that's where I think New York can help you out too.
Yeah,
you would think. It's on Brady tonight. Those
Tom
two
Brady
sacks
dropped back
came
to 39,
back to
sacks
back.
2, hits 3.
Completely control the ball prior to it hitting the ground. It is an incomplete pass. The roughing the passer will be enforced for an automatic first down. Please set the game clock to 1:55, 1:55, please.
All right, so the original line of scrimmage was the 39. You tack on 15, moves the ball to the 46. Well, they're walking all the way back, but now they have to walk it up another 15 yards here. And we wouldn't lie to you. You know, John Harbaugh, you know, as I mentioned, turned 60 last month. Third in tenure with the same team. Of course, Bill Belichick on top. And only Mike Tomlin's been with his team longer than John.
60 playing 40, though, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at him.
Yep, yep.
He looks like $1 million out there. Doing a great job.
Here we go.
We'll feel a lot better if they hold on to this lead tonight.
Yeah.
Brady's got the ball.
Brady now on
to the
first
middle.
down. Wide open. This is Miller, and he's trying to get out of bounds, and he does to stop the clock with 1:49. 2nd and 4. Through their first 8 games since Brady's been here, in 20 they won the Super Bowl, 247. Last year 260. Now 149.
Brady's got
Again,
the ball.
25th in the league in scoring.
Brady's got
Last
the
year they were
ball.
second,
Sack.
and Brady goes down again. Matabike.
And it's a good coverage downfield. That's what led to the sack. Brady had nowhere to go, including his check down. I mean, this is a well-schooled defense by Mike McDonald in this 2-minute situation. This is the coverage. This is what Brady saw with Godwin on the slot. Good tight coverage there by Peters, taking away the crosser by Mike Evans. Even his check down Fournette out of the backfield was taken away. So eventually you can see the double team. Matabike works through it, and there's Brady to bring down.
And the Bucs have to take another timeout here, stopping the clock. 1:41, 3rd down and 8.
I cannot see this train going to touch that at all.
Brady fires, caught, and that'll be a first down. They'll race up to the line. Cade Otton, the rookie tight end, a first down at the 34.
Brady already has him play called. Everybody's lined up, ready to go.
Go on.
Underneath, Fournette. Fournette's going to stay in bounds, keeps the clock rolling, 19-yard line. And now Tampa Bay elects to use their final timeout.
Good job of leveraging the football there by that Ravens defense. Even the rookie Pepe Williams forced that back inside. You give up a few more yards, but with that lead, it's all about the clock and making them use that last timeout. You know, Mike McDonald, who was here as an assistant coach from 14 to 20, there's that stay to the outside, force him back in, and then you have Queen and the rest of that defense able to bring him down. But like I said, he was here as an assistant, went to Michigan last year. I think a lot of people thought with Wink Martindale out, heading off to the New York Giants, how would this young former assistant do coming back running this defense? And you got to say, based on what we've seen so far this year and tonight against Brady, they're in really good shape with him at the helm.
Brady to the outside. Otton, they still have time. I mean, you could kick the field goal here, but they still have time to try to get it to the end zone.
It's
and then the
bizarre,
onside
man.
kick and try to get a field goal.
Yeah, now that they're out of timeouts, it's either out of bounds or shots into the end zone, so the clock stops. or you
2nd and
score.
5, 1 and 12.
72 seconds. 2nd and 5. In the pocket. Caught,
Perfect.
but Evans is inbounds. That will be a 1st and goal. Get it up to the line quickly.
Yeah, you could hear him saying fire,
Yep.
fire, kill it, kill that clock.
And they do with 60 ticks. So Byron Leftwich, holdover from the Arians staff. Bowles got the job. Didn't change the offensive coordinator. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson tonight with 238 passing yards, 45 more on the ground. And it's knocked away at the goal line by Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton knocking it away. One rookie taking care of the other. So it's third down and goal.
How about the length by Hamilton at 6'4"? You said it, rookie against rookie, two very talented players, but it's that left arm without getting the right hand in to interfere with the receiver. That is a tremendous length.
Brady has that batted at the line of scrimmage. That is Washington again. That's 3 knocked down by Washington. So it's 4th and goal. And now, you know, you would think you're going to go for the field goal and then the touchdown on the onside kick. And they need an onside kick here somewhere, but they're leaving the offense out there.
Washington's 6'2". It's not like he's out there like Calais Campbell, right? He's not a huge guy.
Hangs out with Jason Pierre-Paul, shows him how to do it. So 4th and goal. And Brady to try to keep the game going, and a flag is down for the moment. You have Jones going into the end zone. Julio Jones, but the penalties have just killed him down here.
I think the defense lined up offsides.
They did.
4 defense. Penalties declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Speaking of JPP, that's him. So that's going to make it 27-22. Got to go for 2, and then of course the onside kick.
Julio works from the far right underneath, and then what you love to see, this guy's been battling through injuries. He lowers that shoulder, knows he's about to get lit up, and takes the hit and fights to get to that goal line and scores.
Going for 2. White in the backfield with him. Brady surveying. On the move. And drop, but a flag is down in the end zone. That's odd. You got a hold coming up here. And against the Ravens would put the ball at the
holding
1 yard line.
Defense after distance to the goal will retry from the 1 yard line.
Patrick Queen.
He was trying to stay with the rookie Rashad White out of the backfield. They got here. They have Clark if they wanted to call that hold. They had 2 different guys they could have called it on, but they got on Queen.
Take your pick. 2-point try. You run it here. Get the rookie White in the backfield from the 1. Godwin moving. Give it to White. No. He can't. Chuck Clark. Talking about him before he makes the stop. So now you need an onside kick and a touchdown.
Chuck Clark makes the tackle, but Justin Houston inside of him eats up all of the blocks, and there's no one left there. So definitely give an assist to the 12th year vet. Just to his right. Watch what Houston does. Takes all the tight end and everybody else, and there's Clark saying thank you very much. Geno Stone gets in there. And like you said, now instead of an onside and a field goal, Brady's going to have to get the ball back and put it in the end zone if they do.
So not very often these days does a team recover an anticipated onside kick. Harbaugh saying, you got to send me home with a win. Come on, guys. We've been through this nonsense enough.
I mean, last week they were holding on at the end of that game with Cleveland. It took a false start and then a blocked field goal attempt.
Flip it now. If they get this would be unreal.
It happens once every 20, as you can see. 5% of the time. So the punter Camarda will send it down there. But in the meantime, a timeout is taken by the Ravens. Okay. Chris Horton is the special teams coach, making sure his guys are lined up properly, trying to figure out what they can anticipate. And can the Bucs infuse some drama?
Here we go.
Bouncing ball. taken no problem. And it's likely. What a game for this guy. he's gonna hold it like a baby.
No chance.
That is great. That is so good.
Oh yeah, right.
And just the beginning of what's to come.
Yeah.
You got to believe in Baltimore. Instead of letting it take that next tricky hop, he just backhands it, brings it in. Says nighty night.
Yeah.
He's had one of those nights, man. He'll never forget this one.
Yeah, he says lullaby and good night to the Bucks. You know, it's funny, we did the preamble to the game with the lead up to the game, and you know, the radio guys are talking about it's time to panic. By the way, how do you panic? How does one panic during the season? What do you do?
Yeah, call those shows and yell at everybody.
I guess you do.
Right.
Well, Tom Brady, 3-game losing streak, first in 2 decades, sets the all-time sack record tonight. These guys go to 3 and 5. Everybody in the division is under.
Bucks have got no.
But
good luck to Brady, man.
Be under 500, and you could win it.
It could be. And
guys,
Washington did that in 2000 and
stream.
almost beat Tampa Bay in the wild card game before the Bucks went on to win the Super Bowl. Anyway, that's why we don't want you to touch that.